葵がいない間に他の方法も調べてみたんだけど、どれも今から準備するには厳しいわ。
Yep, that's what we've been doing while we were away for the day. Welcome to another episode of If My Heart Win Wings! Lynx here, and I think I said the title of the game in a way that you could not even understand it. If My Heart Had Wings. Now we are speaking correctly. Let us continue this absolute banger of a story. I had searched for other ways to launch besides a winch or rubber cord, but she couldn't find something we could do in time. I still feel like get a rubber cord, get a car, speed up, lift the glider as high as you can, right? You still will have the speed with the car, and once basically the cord is at maximum, you let go. It might be also a dangerous way to do it, because, you know, the car might drag the glider down, kind of, right? When you get to the maximum, but I mean, I don't really see any other option. Unless we have a trebuchet somewhere. Even though the signs have come. Okay, I'm counting on you. I wonder how... Because when that accident happened, right? Supposedly Iska was alone? Or something like that? So how did she launch back then? On her own? No. Anywho, as I was saying that, I pulled out my phone to check for messages. No new messages was displayed on the screen. Ever since then I hadn't heard from Kotori. Had she already discussed it with her father? Since I hadn't heard anything, it probably meant nothing had been decided, but I decided to write a message to Kotori. I saw a sign just now. The morning glory is coming tomorrow morning. She'll definitely come back. She will. Knowing that, I pressed send. Us and Yoru came back, each holding a big shopping bag.
Oh, okaeri. Onigiri ga anmari nakatta kara sandwich o katte kita wa.
The European way.
あと、姉さんがおやつをたんまりと。ご苦労さん。
We are going to stay here tonight. I had the two of them go stock up for our siege.
そっちはどうですか？どれも今からじゃ厳しそう。ということは、今のところ残された方法はゴム柵だけってことね。
Yoru looked devastated.
小鳥先輩はどうなったんでしょう。
Aha looked at me. I shook my head to reply. I haven't heard anything yet.
モーニンググローリーがもう来ちゃうのに。ひばりさんに頼んでみたらどうかな。モーニンググローリーが来てる間だけこっちに連れてきてほしいって。
No, I don't think talking with Hibari is a good idea. I mean, I'm going to wait a bit longer. If I don't hear back, I'll do that, yeah, maybe. If that sign was correct, the real thing was coming tomorrow morning. Even then, it would only be around for 2, maybe 3 hours.
けどそれもグライダーが飛べたらの話よ。機体もない、離陸もできないじゃ意味ないわ。だよね。皆さん、ご飯にしませんか
？Asa seemed to try to perk us up just as we were getting down. Yeah.
そういや、もうお腹ペコペコだわ。
Without realizing it, our normal mealtime had long since passed. Everyone started to take whatever they wanted out of the shopping bags. While waiting for her instant noodles, Saga searched for a picture of her rubber towing cable found earlier in the day. A huge crowd of people pulled on the cord and the glider rose only a few centimeters. That was simple, like glider. Well, our twister would never be able to get in the air by this method. Everyone stared at the screen, half having given up, half having, yeah.
これは何だい？
Where did you come from?
これはゴム柵以降の。
All of a sudden there was someone peeking over Aga's shoulder to see the computer screen. Wait a minute, when did you get here? Placing her helmet on the desk, she answered while looking at the screen.
さっきだ。入ってきても誰も気づかないから ちょっとだけ傷ついたぞ。
Whoops! We had been staring at the screen so hard we didn't even notice she died.
この作栄光。こんなやり方もあったのか。
She seemed genuinely interested. I guess there are things even she doesn't know. She began looking at all the resources Ageha had brought up.
なるほど。
And boom! Something flipped in her brain as always and she has the idea.
面白いなこれ。
God
で
damn
も
it.
これ
Maybe
じ
not.
ゃ私たちのグライダーは飛ばないな。
My heart sank as soon as the words came out of her mouth. If Aone Mochizuki says it's impossible, it's impossible.
どうした？暗い顔をして。
Well, the truth is... I told him about the broken winch.
そうだったのか。それで他の発行方法を探していたんです。
Habane began looking at the resources again. This time she was serious. I guess it's nearly impossible, huh?
そうだな。
But she's still thinking. Habane grunted at the screen. I guess it is impossible.
そういえば小鳥はどうしたの？
She spoke as if she had just remembered about her. A shocked look came across my face. That's right. With everything that happened, I forgot to tell Habane about Kotori.
今日退院してくる予定だったよな。
I was looking worried. Yeah. She didn't seem to have any major injuries. She seems good.
そうか。よかった。
But after that... I explained to her what happened after Kotori left the hospital.
そんなことがあったのか。
Hmm.
それでまだ連絡はないのかい？
Right. Nothing yet. I wanna be looking worried again.
さっき予兆が見えただろ。それでこっちへ来てみたんだ。
Yeah, we all did.
きっと小鳥が飛ぶんだろうと思って。でもそうか。小鳥は飛べないのか。もし小鳥が無理でも飛ぶところを見せてあげたくていろいろ探してみたんですが。
We are pretty much ready to give up.
残された方法はこのゴム柵だけということか。
I mean, unless we have some freaking crazy connections which would allow us to get another plane to lift us up there.
滑走路にジャンプ台をつけるのはどうでしょう？
Asa suddenly spoke up. Everyone then turned their attention to her.
ゴムで引っ張りながらジャンプ台をグライダーがこう。
Okay, fair enough. She began to explain, well, with shaking hands. Basically, there would be a jump ramp on the runway and the glider would be shot up the ramp.
うまくいけば少なくともこの動画よりは高く飛べそうね。
Or do basically, like... I imagine it's not the ramp that I'm imagining right now. What I imagined is something they cannot do. Basically do the ramp that is like for ski jumping. That would be nuts. I think that would work. But otherwise not really. Anyway. Amanda shook her head.
加速が足りない。仮に5、6メートルくらいまで上がれたとしてもすぐに失速してしまう。
Yeah, that's why what I said would make more sense.
ジャンプ台を登るために勢いも犠牲にしてるしね。
We would need something stronger than human. Come on!
ダメです。
Why is nobody thinking about that?
ジャンプ台を作るのは今すぐ取り掛かればギリギリいけなくもないかな。かなり無茶だけど。
Speaking of, now that I think about it, and that's like completely sidetracking in a way. But jump ramps, right? Props to the youngsters that are living in my area. Because they ride on scooters a lot. Like the ones that require physical abilities and so on. They actually built themselves a little jump ramp as well. Props to them for that. That's good. There is some hope for the youngsters still, at least in Poland. Let's go. Polish people, great. Basically the glider would have to go up at least 10 meters after it hit the ramp. Ugh. If there isn't a strong lift right the end of the jump ramp, there is really no point at all. Everyone was in deep thought.
上昇気流を発生させる方法があればいいわけか。
That or have it go off the cliff. Maybe that would do something. Just I heard about giving up. Oh, this guy has good idea. Go off the cliff. Huh? Just I heard about giving up. I heard a clap of excitement come from Amane.
ああ、それでいいじゃないか。
Everyone look at her in confusion.
そうかそうか。何も滑走路から飛び立つ必要はないんだな。いやでも危ないんじゃ。
I mean, what isn't? Even if we were to start to fly like that, if we couldn't have a lift at that point, what would even happen? Then the drop would cause acceleration, but if there was no way to rise after that, it'd be completely pointless. If the glider was still high enough after it accelerated, that would be fine. But that'd have to be from a really high cliff, basically impossible. However, San Yamane spoke up.
それで行こう。そうしよう。
It's decided. She began nodding her head as if it had already been decided.
紙と書くもの。
Taking paper and pen from Asa, Amane began to write furiously.
機体重量がおよそ 280kg。2人の体重が合計 100kg として。
Okay. The paper began to fill up with mathematical equations and diagrams.
紙。
I think I'm not built for gliders then because I would be 70% of that additional wave. Asa laid down another sheet for Amanda, who hadn't even lifted her head.
それじゃ足りないわ。
Yoru grabbed a bundle of paper and plopped it down in front of Amane. Without even looking up, Amane took more paper and kept on writing.
トランスモードだ。久しぶりに見た。
The zone! Amanda had intense look of concentration on her face. This was exactly the first time I met her and she was staring at the drawing board. When she's like this, she'll even forget that she's hungry and she's quite the eater.
ふむふむ。なるほどね。その手があったか。
Yoru was nodding along in agreement as she read through the sheets of paper Amane was producing. Then...
時間がもったいない。私も手伝うわ。
Yoru! But you are not even a clubman. Never mind. Saying that, she sat down next to Amane and began scribbling out equations. I couldn't believe my eyes. There are two of them! Huh? Wait, you're going to help? What?
一体何が始まっているの？なんだかちょっと怖いです。
Two geniuses. Unable to follow along with what was going on, we just watched in amazement. I mean, how about we just go and steal the glider? I mean, this is the hill. Maybe we could use that. So they're scribbling like crazy. Basically, sparks are flying around and so on. The scratching sound of both pens went on and on almost without a single pause. Both men and Yoru kept on writing without saying a word. The way they were working, it almost seemed as if they were communicating in an entirely different language. We, and that is Ageha, Asa and myself, stayed back and had our own conversation. From what I heard from Akari, the glider should be in the gym storeroom. There is one steady lock on the door. It's not something you could just hit and break open.
あそこならセキュリティはないわね。となると、問題はその鍵か。
Look up quickly picklocking up videos.
飛岡先生、見張ってるんじゃないでしょうか。
Nah, he's an old fart at this hour. He's asleep already.
ありえるわね。あのおっさんが。
The fact that she is the same thing I said! Let's go! Without winch, he'd think we can fly. There is no way he's still worrying about us. With Amanda working this card, perhaps something might happen after all. Now, all that's left is to take back the glider.
鍵を何とかしたとして、どうやって運ぶんですか？そこなのよね。あんちゃんに頼めれば楽なんだけど。
Anchan, this is the moment when you appear without a single sound. This might be too much for what we're doing could get us arrested if things don't go perfectly. Since we're students, the school would probably handle disciplining us. I would say they would kick us out, but whatever. That wouldn't be the case for Anchanfo. Everyone was already prepared to be punished by the school. If there was a way to fly, we'd do it. That's how we all felt. We could just move it like it was moved before. There is a bicycle with wagon attached at the grocer's shop down Kazami Shopping Street. It would be difficult, but if we could load the disassembled glider on the cart, someone could pedal while the others pushed. And by this, I mean, I guess I would be the one pedaling, huh? We need a way to do it without the teachers noticing us. Or anyone in general, I guess. Breaking the lock will be noisy, that would definitely get us noticed.
なるべく音がしない方法で壊すしかないわね。鉄の子じゃ時間がかかりすぎるか。針金でこうこちょこちょっと。
No, it only works like that in cartoons. Actually, I mean, as far as I've seen in the videos, it also works in real life. If you have the skill, I guess, but I never tried. Maybe I should. The more we talked about different plans, the more realistic it seemed. The possibility of flying the morning glory, that is. The glider was taken, our winch was broken, everything had seemed to be over. Even so, there is still one thing that's missing. I still haven't heard from Kotori. Looking at the clock, I noticed it was just about to turn to midnight. There was still time until it began, but still, it was getting late. I looked at my cell phone and continued to grow nervous.
Kotori, 遅いね。まだ連絡がないんですね。
Yeah. Did she read my message? I wonder. Hopefully. I can imagine she'd remain quiet if she knew that the signs had appeared.
たく、初めて会った時からだけど、人に世話焼かせる子だよ。
I mean, like you are the one to talk. I'm not the one to talk as well. We are going to steal the glider. Come on. That's because she's the youngest child. As I was responding with a laugh, my phone rang. It was a message to a call. Moshi moshi.
もしもし、葵くん？かなこだけど。
Kanako?
さ、今ひばりさんが来てるんだけど。
Uh-huh.
葵くんに渡したいものがあるって言ってるから、悪いけど戻ってこられる？
Yeah, I'll be right there. I closed my phone and stood up. I'll be right back. Run up the hill, panting. Why did Hibari come? Is Kotori with her? What did she want to give me? I was out of breath, but I ran, fueled by my worries. I suddenly heard my cell phone ring in my pocket. I had a message. Tick, 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 tick. Huh? I paused for a second and checked my phone. It was from Kotori. The message had no title. I stayed for a moment and then opened the message. Boop! I'm sorry, I didn't call. But if I talk to you now, I'd probably go crazy. Go crazy? I almost dropped my cell phone. My hands were shaking so much. Steadying my phone with both hands, I continued to read. I talked with my father. I decided to go back to Tokyo. Oh, fuck. I'm going to take a break for the rest of the summer vacation. I really want to stay in Kazagaura, but there is just no way I can keep worrying my parents like this. You son of a gun. After reading that, I closed my eyes for a moment. At the same time, I felt both shocked and like I knew this was going to happen. Yare yare, I spent the past year with you guys. It was really fun. It's one of my dearest memories. I wish I had made a photo album. I'm sorry that I caused so much trouble for you all. I want you to fly to the morning glory without worrying about me. That's the only thing I want right now. So, thank you for loving me, Aoi. Even though I'm going back to Tokyo, I won't forget you. That sounds like she's breaking up. The message ended there. Fuck me. What? I had my phone as tight as I could in my shaking hands. Its plastic casing began to creak. As soon as I snapped back to reality, I called Kotori.
ただいま電話に出られません。ご用の方はピーという発信音の後に。
What is going on? Why aren't you answering, Kotori? I yelled without realizing it. Feeling overwhelmingly at a loss, I nearly flung my phone down the ground. Which I didn't, luckily enough. I'm not a stupid YouTuber that does that. I managed to control myself and instead called a different number. Come on, answer. Come on. After calling a ridiculous amount of times, maybe 20 or so, someone finally answered the phone.
もしもし、Habane です。
Kotori!
Aoi.
Kotori! Hearing Kotori's voice after what felt like ages, I felt relieved. I had called Hibari's phone number. Since Kotori answered the phone, it means she's still there. I read your mail. What happened?
お母さんが倒れたの。
Hey? Huh?
私のせいで。お母さんが。
How? My mind went blank for a moment. I'd only asked her what happened, albeit in a strong tone, but she didn't understand what I was talking about. How's she doing?
まだ寝込んでるって。
Why would she collapse?
私がね、電話で帰るって言ったらね、すごく喜んでくれて、お母さん泣いてた。私、ずっと自分を責めてた。あの時、気球に乗りたいってわがまま言ったせいで、お父さんとお母さんを悲しませちゃったから。
I mean, technically that's your life, so you are to make decisions, not you are supposed to please yourself, not your parents, but...
私がこんな体になっちゃったせいで、家族をめちゃくちゃにしちゃったから。
That's not right. I almost said that, however, right now those words would not console her.
だからもう、そんなこと二度とないようにしようって思ってたのに、またやっちゃった。私だって帰りたくないよ。けど、今帰らないと、今度こそ家族がバラバラになっちゃう。
I mean, to be fair, that family is in shambles already. I didn't say that to her, okay? But it is in shambles. But you... Could you actually do that? Quit school, go back home and then live like that? I was only answered with silence. It's like you are trying to please someone else, but you're hurting yourself, which does make sense. But whatever. After a moment she sighed.
1年前の私とは違うから。
Yeah, but I think you reverse to the way you were. Dude, I'm predicting that.
あの時みたいに何もかも嫌になって逃げ帰ろうとしてるわけじゃない。だって今の私にはたくさんいい思い出があるもん。葵と出会ってアゲハや朝や夜や
Guys,
あまねちゃんや飛び嘘のみんなや。
guys, I think it will not only be... it will not only be stealing the glider that will be, you know, on a problematic situation here. We might also be kidnapping someone. Kotori, get ready. I'm gonna kidnap you.
学校にも悪いこともいっぱいあった。彼氏ができて普通の女の子みたいな恋愛もした。
Who you technically did broke up with a second ago through a message, which is fine. I do say that it's fine if you break up through a message, especially since you don't know how someone might react, right? You never can predict that.
それに空だって飛んだわ。
Also, you are...
全部
Stop. You are a normal person, by the way. You are a normal person. What are you talking
葵
about?
たちと出会ってなかったら一生得られなかったかもしれないものばかり。もう十分よ。
I'm not. But there's still one thing you want to do, right? One really big thing. Did you read the message? We saw the signs. It's coming. Come on. In only a few hours, the particular is coming.
それは私には過ぎた夢だから。
No, it isn't.
あるの？
What are you talking about? You can fly now. You can do it on your own.
一人じゃまともにお風呂にも入れないのに、空を飛べるのだってみんなが言ってくれるからよ。
Kotori! I couldn't believe it. She was throwing away everything we worked for. All of our good times together. She was acting as if they never happened. Tears flowed in my eyes as frustration coursed through my heart.
葵と過ごせた1年間、本当に楽しかった。私にとってきっと一生の宝物だよ。だからもう十分なの。
No. No, it's not enough, Kotori! It's not even close to being enough. My sobbing began to come out through my voice when they started crying.
葵は飛んでモーニンググローリーを見上げることは私にもできるから。
She laughed a little. I could tell she was trying her best to be strong. Or perhaps that was the last thing she thought she could wish for. Unless she had hung up. Well, god damn it.
おかえりなさい。遅かったね。どうしたの？顔真っ青だけど。
Yeah. I'm fine. Where is Hibari?
小鳥ちゃんの部屋にいる。
Okay. Entering Kotori's room, I saw Hibari packing.
水瀬さん。
Taking one look at me, Hibari seemed to instantly know what was going on. She quietly closed the cardboard box packed with Kotori's textbooks.
たったこれだけなんですね。
Hibari spoke in a whisper as she looked at a few small cardboard boxes that contained all of Kotori's things. They were mostly filled with clothes and everyday items. The rest had textbooks in them. Aside from the stuffed animals that had been on the bed, Kotori didn't have much personal stuff. She said having lots of stuff was mostly a hassle. Hibari seemed extremely sad. I completely understood. Having only a few things made Kotori's own existence seem somewhat small. Hibari was silent. Tears began to form in her eyes. Huh?
どうすることが一番なのかわからない。
Aww.
私はやっぱりグライダーに乗ることは反対よ。あんな事故にあって足が動かなくなってしまったのに、まだ空を飛びたいだなんて。
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but...
私は小鳥ちゃんがグライダーから降りてくるのを見たとき、心臓が止まるかと思ったわ。でも小鳥ちゃんは飛んだんですよね。
Indeed. Yeah, she wasn't scared at all. Even I was surprised by that. If she was nervous about being up in the sky, Kotori didn't show it at all.
私、今でも水瀬さんたちに感謝しているし、風ヶ浦に来てよかったんだって思っています。小鳥ちゃんがまた元気になってくれたんだもの。それに、もし小鳥ちゃんが皆さんと同じ夢を見られるのなら応援してあげたい。お父さんも本当はそう思っているはずなんです。
Saying that, she closed her eyes. It almost seemed as if she was praying that what she said was the truth, which wasn't really. It seems like.
もし今ここに残れば、今度こそ家族はバラバラになってしまうかもしれない。
I wouldn't say so. I mean, I heard your mother is doing well or something.
ただの貧血だろうと言っていました。母はもともとあまり体が丈夫じゃなくて。私が実家へ連絡した時、小鳥ちゃんの事故を先に知ったのは母だったんです。その時、父は仕事で電話に出られなくて。病院で父が一晩寄り添って少し良くなったと聞いています。
Considering Kotori's condition, her mother already had to worry more about her than most mothers would. Maybe. So to hear about the accident, and that it was a glider accident must have been a huge shock. Isn't there any way that Kotori could stay for something other than having her quit school? I was getting agitated and my tone was becoming less kind. However, Hibari only shook her head at me.
父も母も小鳥ちゃんと一緒に暮らすことを強く望んでいます。将来どうなるかはわかりませんが、
今すぐには。
But she has things she wants to do, you know? Not just this year, but her entire future. What is going to happen to her? Saying this to Hibari wouldn't change anything. I still couldn't do without saying that. An awful silence surrounded us. Suddenly the little door within the door opened, and in came a dog.
Qua.
He had to enter the room and waddled over to Hibari's feet.
ハットちゃん。
Hibari kneeled down and petted Hat's buck.
Qua.
Kotori hasn't come back, so he's been searching the dorm for her. Hatto always does that on days Kotori's late coming home.
そう。小鳥ちゃんからのことづてで、ハットちゃんをよろしくと言っていました。
You don't have to worry about him. Sure, he'd be lonely, but if you left him alone, he'd find food just fine.
強いのね、ハットちゃんは。
Qua qua.
Hatto seemed to enjoy Hibari's petting him. What's going to happen to Kotori now?
今夜はうちで預かって、明日の朝、父が迎えに来ることになっています。退学などの手続きはすべて父が行いますので、もうここへは。
Can I see her one more time before she goes? No? Okay. Please, Hibari, please let me see her. Onegai. Hibari stopped patting Hatto. Standing up, she pulled something out of her bag.
これを、水瀬さんにって。
She and me discussed navigation diary.
もう自分が持っておくべきものじゃないからって。水瀬さん
Yeah.
それと、
I would not accept. With a strange look on her face, Hibari handed me the thing she was talking about. What is this?
わかりません。水瀬さんに渡してほしいって。
It was a paper airplane. It was a completely normal paper airplane. I quickly unfolded it, but there was nothing written on the paper.
荷物は後日引き取りに来ますので、それまで置いておいていただけませんか？
Yeah, okay. With my head hung low, Hibari looked at me with a bit of worry in her eye.
あの子が東京へ戻ったら、連絡があると思います。それまでそっとしておいてあげてください。
Saying that in an apologetic tone, Hibari left. For a moment, I couldn't move from where I stood. Sudden exhaustion came over me. I did not have the energy to combat it. I threw myself onto the bed. My eyes glanced over at the flight diary I had received earlier. She said she didn't have any reason to hold on to this any longer. This notebook was pretty much Kotori's starting point. After finding it in this room, she then discovered the glider and flew herself. Returning it meant Kotori was saying she had made up her mind. Rather, she was throwing it all away, all of her feelings for the sky. I searched through every page of the notebook to see if she had left a message somewhere. I couldn't find anything anywhere, for the notebook was exactly as it was before. I looked at the last page, the things I want to do list. Even looking now, there were some ridiculous things written. One was skip school! It seems like she had done that one yesterday by accident. Technically, she did skip quite a few days before, so... Only the top item, fly through the passage of clouds, was left unchecked. Even though that could happen tonight.
やりきれないね。なんか。
Looking up to see who spoke, I saw Kanako in the doorway. Just as she had said, I was completely frustrated. She had probably heard me and Hibari talking. Kanako came to the room and sat down next to me. She picked up Hatto and put him on her lap.
昔さ、いとこがインコを飼ってたのね。
Huh? Is that so?
それがすんごい可愛くてさ。私、その子に会うのが楽しみで、いとこの家にしょっちゅう遊びに行ってたわけ。インコって結構賢くてさ、飼い主に懐くのよ。指や肩に乗ったりね。知ってた？
No. Huh? I wasn't sure why Kanako was talking about parakeets, but I just quietly listened.
ある時、いとこが新しいインコを買ってきたんだよね。一匹だけじゃ寂しいだろって。私も早速見に行ったわけよ。いやー、あの時はテンション上がったな。まだ子供だって言うからさ。
Okay. Huh?
でさ、見ちゃったわけ。
羽を切るところを。
Cutting the feather. What?
そう。
Huh? Kano cut up some of Hatsu's feathers and flicked them around.
インコを飼うときって羽を切るのよ。先っちょをほんの少しだけね。全部の飼い主がそうしてるわけじゃないみたいだけど。
Okay. Why in the world would you?
私もそう思ったわ。どうして？ひどいって。そしたら急にインコがかわいそうに思えてきて、いとこのうちに遊びに行かなくなっちゃった。
That's pretty terrible.
って思っちゃうよね、やっぱ。で、それからだいぶして、もうちょっと大きくなってから、そうしなきゃいけない理由があることを知ったのよ。
Really? What's that?
そうしないと部屋で話したとき、勢いよく飛びすぎて天井や壁にぶつかっちゃうらしいのよ。
Oh.
物が崩れたりもして、インコの怪我のもとになる。それに窓から飛び出してっちゃうこともよくあるし。
Are you telling me this is what they are trying? Are you trying to do like a crazy comparison with Kotori? That her family is afraid that she would fly out of them, from them, something like that? I don't know, maybe I'm like speaking crazy right now, but it feels like that.
ほら、たまに見かけるでしょ？インコ探してますの張り紙。
I didn't see any, not in Poland. I didn't see any recently, but just like I had seen them for missing dogs, I can see a few for parrots as well.
羽を切ってても少しくらい飛べるし、人に飼われて暮らすなら、その方が暮らしやすいんだよね。要は、飛べなくするんじゃなくて、世界の狭さに合わせたサイズに羽を調節するわけ。
Okay. I see. I had no idea that was part of keeping a parakeet. Cutting the feathers sounded awful, but I guess it's a bit like keeping a collar on a dog.
で、今でも時々考えてしまうのよ。さて、どっちが幸せなのやらってね。
For the parakeet, right? There are probably some that are happier that way and some that aren't, right?
懐いてる飼い主に可愛がられて、たらふく餌を食って、天敵に襲われない安全な場所でぬくぬく眠れて。幸せなんじゃないかって思うんだけどね。けど、聞けないじゃん。インコの本音なんてさ。
Right. As she committed to Hat, so how he couldn't fly to begin with, she placed him on the floor and stood up.
聞けたらいいんだけどね。インコの気持ち。
She left the room looking frustrated. The parakeet's feeling. I can at least look up at the sky. Is it really what Kotori felt? Even if it was that all she felt? I don't know. At any rate, it seems that Kotori had already decided her future. Or did someone else decide it for her? That's the important question I have right now for you.
お疲れ様です、先輩。ああ、別に疲れてないぞ。
Pretty sure that's not what she said. What is written here? I think she's like, it's not that tiring, right?
ああ、別に疲れてないぞ。
Yeah, she's not that tired, something like that.
夜。何ですか？ここは任せてもいいかな。私は外を見てくる。ええ、そうしてください。疲れてないのか。葵先輩、遅いですね。でも心配ないよ。必ず戻るって言ってたじゃん。はい。糖分が足りない。姉さん、チョコ。
ね。
ありがとう。あの人、すごいわね。
Well, didn't we tell you?
あまねさん？私、自分より頭いい人、初めて見たわ。本当に天才なのかもしれない。
We told you.
行けそう？
ええ、多分。あの人が外でちょうどいい場所を見つけてきてくれたら。ただ、まだ裏付けは完璧じゃないわ。休憩終わり。もうひと頑張り。ん？あ、葵先輩！ん？葵！
Without realizing it, I had returned to the secret base where everyone was waiting. I got an up to me as soon as I came in.
こっちは行けそうだよ、葵。そっちはどうだった？葵？
Saying nothing, I handed over Isuka's navigation diary.
何これ？
She said she didn't have any reason to hold on to this any longer.
それってどういう？
She decided to quit school in the middle of summer vacation.
え？
今、なんて。
After hearing about Kotori's accident, her mother collapsed, said she doesn't want to worry her parents anymore. She said she's done. As I spoke, I could feel tears welling up in my eyes. I took a deep breath to put myself together. Kind of. Where's money? I was planning to give Isuka's diary to her. It wasn't something I should be holding on to.
今、外に出てる。
Okay, I'll go look for her. A strong wind was blowing outside. Due to its shape, strong winds often blow on the windmill hill. That wasn't the reason this time. When the morning glare appears, the air stream becomes turbulent and a strong wind will blow. Looking at the sky, I still couldn't see the cloud formation, although it was clear it was coming. I sat down on the grass. I had no real intention of going to look for Amane. I just couldn't stay in there. I had to get out. The wind noisily ran up the grassy plain. This is where it all began. I came back home after becoming unable to ride my bicycle. Then the first I came to this hill, I met Kotori. Her wheelchair had a flat tire and helped her. That's how it all started. A year has passed since then. We lived together as each other's sky-gazing partner. We argued, yet we always still looked up at the same sky. Please don't get her all wrapped up in your normal person dreams. He says that, not even knowing what his daughter feels when she looks up at the sky. I mean, technically it was her dream, if you think about it.
私、飛びたい。
Exactly.
モーニンググローリーを、雲の回廊を渡りたい。そうしたら、取り戻せる気がするの。未来が。そう、未来。私がなくした一番大きなもの。もしモーニンググローリーを飛べれば取り戻せる気がするの。
Sorry. Could Kotori find happiness by going back to her parents' home? Giving up on the dream, throwing away her future. There is no way she'd be happy. I wish I could bring her back right now. But that would completely disrupt Kotori's family. This is my family's problem, is what she said. If I don't go home, my family would entirely fall apart. I couldn't let that happen. Kotori had to decide which one of those things was more important. Without any trouble, she did choose her family. I'm a terrible person, I would not. I just want her to come back. Although I guess that just means I'm being selfish. I looked down the paper airplane that I was given along with Isuka's navigation diary. It was a completely normal paper airplane. There was nothing special about how it was made. There was nothing written anywhere. She had given up on flying, but not the desert fly. Was that the message? I picked up the paper airplane and threw it. It quietly glided through the night sky. It fortunately missed a head-on wind, then proceeded to fly towards the hill's bottom and disappeared in the darkness. It flies well. Kotori definitely made it. As I was complimenting the paper plane, I saw someone coming up from the foot of the hill. It was Amane.
これを投げたのは君かい？
She was holding the paper plane in her hand. She came over near me and stared out at the lake at the bottom of the hill.
いい風が出てきたな。
Yeah.
ちょうどいい場所を見つけた。飛べるぞ、葵くん。
I wonder.
なんだか張り合いがないぞ。どうしたんだ？
Don't know the right thing to do is... Realizing I began complaining. Amanda gave me a perplexed look. I still hadn't told her about Kotori. Of course, she'd be confused. Sorry, I'm crazy. Forget it.
正しいとか間違ってるとか、私はないと思う。
Huh?
それを決められるのは自分だけだ。だってそうだろ？誰かにとって正しくても、他の誰かにとって間違ってるってことはたくさんあるんだ。
She's right.
だから僕は、僕にとって何が正しいか、他人に決められるのなんてごめんだね。迷った時は、自分の心に耳を澄ませるといい。あんたの正しい答えは、そこにある。
Well, I stared blankly at the poetry coming out of Hamane's mouth.
イスカが私に言った言葉だ。驚いたよ。それまで私は、どんな問題にも正しい答えは一つだと思っていたから。天才だろ、イスカは。
Yeah, seems like it.
だから君も自分の心に耳を傾けるといい。私はバカだから、今もあまり上手にできないんだけどな。
Sounding embarrassed as she spoke, Amanda handed the paper airplane to me.
さて、フライトプランを練り直すか。
She stood up and headed off to the secret base. As I watched her walk away, a light went on in my head. Boop! Suddenly, I remembered everything from that moment. The first time I met Kotori. Ah, my eyes! A white paper airplane had gently flown over my head. Oh, I get the message! She wants you to come for her. Told you it was going to be the kidnapping as well as stealing the glider. It was almost as if one of the windmill blades detached and flew through the air. Because back then she needed help. This is the same message. Let's go. I picked it up, climbed up the hill, and then... I got blinded again. And again. And again. And once more. Stop the freaking flashbangs. I met her. A girl in a wheelchair with a sense of innocence about her. She was staring wistfully up at the sky. As the wind came and blew her long hair, she ran her fingers through it. A black-haired girl in a white blouse sat with a scenery of windmills and a blue sky surrounding her. It was like looking at painting. So it got to you. As she said that, tears began to well in her eyes. She had thrown the paper airplane. What did she say then? That way, if there is someone who can get my SOS and come here for me. Come on, man. You know what to do! SOS! My body trembled. I looked at the perfectly plain airplane, paper airplane. Could this really be an SOS? Could it? Was this Kotori going out for help? It probably wasn't. Since I want to see her so bad, I'm probably connecting the dots in my head, okay? But who cares? However, if she is, then I'm too late. I stood up and ran the opposite direction of the secret base. Ta-da! Phone. I pulled out my cell phone as I ran.
もしもし、葵？
Can you scoot the glider ready?
いいけど、どうしたの急に？
I'm gonna go get Kotori, yeah. Anyway, Akira.
そう来なくちゃ。
ね。
こっちは任せて。だから絶対連れてきてよね。
As soon as I hang up, I called Anchan. Come on, Anchan, pick up, man. I know you are not sleeping yet. Nope, he's not picking up. God damn it. I said to hang up and make a different call. What's the different call? Different call. What's the different call?
はい。もしもし、ハバネです。
Sorry for calling so late. Sorry.
水瀬さん？
Is Kotori there? I was almost completely out of breath. Hibari was deathly silent.
実はもう父が迎えに来て。
That son of a gun! I thought he was coming tomorrow.
小鳥ちゃんの気が変わる前に連れて帰りたかったんだと思います。
God damn it. When was this?
ついさっきです。まだ5分も経ってま
Dude.
せん。
Let's get the bike. I see, thanks! Before hanging up, I remembered there was something else I had to talk about. Can you come here now?
私がですか？
Yeah. I want you to see what Kotori was aiming for, please, thank you. Whether or not Kotori flies, I want her there to see. I want her to see what Kotori what all of us were after.
わかりました。
I guess that didn't work. Ancham didn't seem to be answering. I thought I'd ask him to use his car or something, but whatever. Taxis don't run at this hour in this countryside, damn it. Guess there is only one thing left to do. Hey there, pal. Just to be safe, I left a message for Anchan. When I was ready, I put a hand on my partner that I'd been maintaining every day. Aibo. Alright, buddy, let's do this.
Aoi が小鳥を迎えに行くって。
本当ですか？
I mean, can you
小
not...
鳥のことは葵に任せておけばいいと思う。
We'll see about that.
必ず連れてきてくれるはずだから。ただいま。ちょうどいいところに。どうでしたか？ああ、バッチリだ。となると、
あとはグライダーですね。
そっちは私が行ってくるわ。朝ちゃんは発行準備の方をお願い。人手がいるから適当に集めてきて。ああ、あとライトも必要だ。懐中電灯か何かを一緒に集めてくれ。ラジャーです。ここからが正念場よ。
It sounded like not Aga has said that. It was Yoru, wasn't it? Come on, Aibo. I sprint down the southward bound route next to the lake. There is no way they could have gone 100 kilometers. No reason to preserve my leg strength. It was about 30 kilometers to where I had to go. I couldn't go my full speed, but I was still going very fast. If I couldn't catch Kotori there, I wouldn't be able to go after them anymore. That place was Sazanamyoboshi Bridge, located directly south of here. The giant bridge was connected to an island in the middle of the lake, making it look like some sort of undulating wave. Even nearing the beautiful landscape due to its convenience, and Tokyo-bound car would definitely take that route. I calculated how much time I had left. It wouldn't take an hour to get to the bridge from Hibari's house. Since it was late at night, they could be speeding, but I doubt Kotori's father would be that dangerous. Yeah, he probably is like... You know what, the limit is 50, let's drive 30. Instead, he was very likely obeying the speed limit, driving safely. It was about... To be fair, if I drive with someone else, I'm also driving safely. If I drive on my own, I go limit. Not beyond, go limit, yeah. It was about 30 kilometers to the bridge from the dorm. I was much closer than they were. Damn. You still have it, man? If I hurry, I can catch up with them. I pedaled as hard as I could. Oh, Mabo is helping, let's go! ホタル!
おっせえよ。何？
これ用意してたら遅くなっちゃって。
ガスバーナー。お前それで何する気だ？
Let's go!
決まってんでしょ。鍵を焼き切るんだよ。
焼き切るんだよ。じゃねえよ。危ねえ女だな。
The way he said this again.
焼き切るんだよ。じゃねえよ。危ねえ女だな。
Let's go.
何言ってるのよ。叩き壊すより野蛮じゃないし、音も小さくて済むでしょうが。
いいのか、ホタル。こんなことに首突っ込んで。
青兄たちのためだから。
Let's go.
まあ、そういう俺も巻き込まれてるしな。
さあ行くよ。時間がもったいない。
Let's go. Where is Sakari?
葵たちが戻ってくる前に準備整えなきゃいけないんだから。
というわけなんです、皆さん。ご協力をお願いします。おお、ついに飛ぶのね。どうしますか、ゆかさん。
Or will we?
もちろん手伝わせてもらうわ。そのために早めに帰ってきたんですもの。
私もいいよ、朝ちゃん。
I have such a great people in my dorm.
ありがとうございます、皆さん。いやー、みんなにメールしといてよかったわ。それと懐中電灯か何か、手で持てる明かりがあると嬉しいんですけど、どんなのでもいいの？ なるべく明るいもので。
I have in the car those lights that, you know, you kind of break and there starts giving a little bit of light. But, well, I probably wouldn't cut it for that, but whatever.
それならあれがあるじゃないですか、ゆかさん。
あれ？あれでよければ余ってるけど。
What are we talking about?
夏の野外ライブが雨で中止になっちゃいましたもんね。
What?
そうなのよ。
Wait, is it the same thing I just said about?
私が。
朝ちゃん、人でこれだけで足りるの？なんだったらもっと呼べるけど。
You Kanako here.
本当ですか？できればあと10人くらいは。
She's like, easy.
おいさ、連絡も回してみるね。あー、けど夜遅いし、大丈夫なんですか？
Do you really think Kanako is someone who would care? She would care, but...
多分ね。ソアリング部がついに飛ぶって言ったらみんな来ると思うよ。
The previous members!
そうなんですか？
Let's go!
みんな結構期待してたからね。すごいことをやろうとしてるみたいだって。
うんうん。やっぱロマンがあるもんね。空飛ぶのって。みんな頑張ってたから。皆さん。
Asa, stop! I want to cry too! You're so great!
もしもし、あかりちゃん？ごめん、寝てた？
Let's go, Akari! First one to be called! Yeah, bring her!
そう、それ。察しがいいね。うひひ、桜お主。
Kanako is wonderful as well, man. God damn it. Kanako and Akari, two best
風がどん
girls.
どん強くなってる。
Let's go! Good, good!
これは計算した以上だな。
Good, keep the wind.
あんまり風速がありすぎると、かえって離陸が難しくなるん
Don't
じゃ。
worry, we'll manage that.
そりゃそうだな。みんなうまくやってくれてるかしら。大丈夫さ。きっとうまくいくよ。
That's right.
みんないい子たちだからな。
Yeah!
根拠になってませんが。けど私もそんな気がします。
Yoru. Alright, let's cycle there, man.
小鳥、寝てていいんだよ。
No, you can't. That car drove quietly through the night roads. Destination was Tokyo, my home.
すまないな、こんな時間に。少しでも早く母さんに会わせたかったんだ。今から帰ればちょうど朝には戻れるだろう。
Kinda bullshit what you are saying.
わかってるよ。私も早くお母さんに会いたい。
Do you for?
母さん、小鳥が帰ったらきっとすぐに元気になって。
Sure. Dude,
ごちそう作っ
stop
てくれ
the
るぞ。
bullshit, man.
小鳥は何が食べたい？
Stop. Bullshit.
オムライスかな。
コロッケじゃないのか。小鳥好きだっただろう。
コロッケはね、自分で作れるようになったから。今度は私がお母さんに作って食べさせてあげたい。
おお、それは楽しみだな。もちろんお父さんの分もあるんだろう。
Please, say no.
どうしよっかな。なんて。
Damn it. Wish you said no. He was laughing, it seemed to be coming from the heart. It wasn't forced at all, he was genuinely happy. Was she for? No. That made me a little happier. Doubt. Our little chit-chat was over as quickly as it started. All I heard was the awful sound of tires against the asphalt. I opened my cell phone to try to distract myself from the silence. I saw a sign just now. The morning glory is coming tomorrow morning. I stared blankly at the message. It was the last one I got from the person I love.
おお。危ないな。深夜だからって無茶な運転をして。
See, the roads are dangerous too, you punk.
大丈夫か、小鳥。
平気。
ああいう輩がいるから交通事故がなくならないんだ。
Not really.
Okay.
No. That's not necessarily true. I don't know what happened exactly, but whatever. In a way, you could say that people who drive way, you know, kind of too safely also are the causes of accidents, so, you know, anyway.
窓開けていい？
エアコンが強かったかい？
そうじゃないの。風に当たりたいだけ。
Meanwhile, me, who never turns on the AC, I just open the windows. I'm weird. After opening the window, I looked up at the sky. It was completely black. In that black skyfall, I knew the passage of clouds was slowly but surely being made. A sign! The morning glory sign! The sky I had been looking for all this time. If I was in this town for just one more day, no, just tomorrow morning, I would be able to see it. However, this car was taking me further and further away from Kasegaura every second.
今、どのあたり？
もう少ししたらさざ波大橋が見えてくる。ほら、前に通った大きな橋。覚えてないか？
ああ、あの綺麗な橋。
Damn, that's the thing? Holy crap, that's a nice one. A large bridge that spanned over a lake. That was the exit out of Kasegaura. Soon I believed in town that I grew to love so much. However, could you do that? Quit school, go back home and live like that? Actually went down my spine as I remembered those words. That was the cruelest thing that he ever said to me. It didn't matter when he would have said it to me. Today or even a year ago. Either way, it was the cruelest thing.
ねえ、お父さん。
なんだい？
なんでもない。
Where is he? I'm completely different from a year ago. I have tons of memories now. In my heart there was an album of memories of all the days I spent with everyone. There might be no future for me there, but I can relive those moments just by opening that album. So I'll be fine. I have to do this. Because if I don't, Mom and Dad will... She's crying, as expected, kind of.
私、頑張ったんだよ。お父さん、頑張って上手になって、本当にグライダーを操縦したんだよ。
ああ、
何百メートルも高いところに上がって、それで、すごく楽しかったんだよ。
楽しいことならまた見つかる。もっと安全な遊びが。
How do you know that?
違うんだよ。そうじゃないの。グライダーで飛ぶ楽しさは他じゃ変えられないんだよ。
We've had the same conversation over and over. My father just continued to drive quietly with a sad look on his face.
ほら、見えてきたぞ。あの橋が。
お願い、お父さん。
小鳥。
He looked at me again with sad eyes.
辛いだろうけれど、それは今だけだ。向こうで暮らせば、きっとすぐ忘れられる。
Dude, that's bullshit what you're saying. What the fuck? I wonder. No, she will not forget. There will be a constant freaking, Great, I forgot what's the word. Scar. A constant scar on her heart. I could really throw away my dreams and live like nothing had happened.
友達だって、向こうでまたできるさ。
Adopt. In a way. The car slowly carried me over the bridge. Once I crossed it, there would be no going back. I was leaving the town that I once hated. The town that I now loved. Suddenly I saw something in the side mirror. What? Let's go! My knee is about to buckle, but whatever. Is that the bicycle?
お父さん、止めて。
え、なんだって？
いいか
バカを言うな。こんなところで一体どうして。
Because the rocket is coming! And an oncoming torpedo! Jesus, it's been so long! Just a little more. I was almost at the top of the hill. Once I got there, a long downhill ride was waiting for me. Oh, the bicycle was in a good condition, but my legs were in, man. The tailwind that was helping me move was like some sort of miracle. Let's go! Only a bit more. Come on, come on! It took me more than I thought. I had more time than I had thought. But if I just make it up to the top. Finally, I reached the peak of the hill. I tried to catch my breath as I pedaled across the flat hilltop. After about 10 meters or so, I'll be going downhill. Woo! I could suddenly see it right before my eyes. The white lake and the bridge going right across it. There it is! I picked up my pace. Woo! Using energy, did not know my body still had pedaled down the hill. I stepped forward and the bicycle accelerated. Downhill! Woo! Tearing down through the wind was an incredible thrill. I knew if I fell I'd probably die, but I wasn't scared! On my way down the hill I passed a slow-moving car. Ah! God damn it, this was a car that had passed me going uphill just a few minutes ago. Oh. Come on, man, you slowpoke! I kept pedaling. The bicycle kept accelerating. The bridge begins at the bottom of the hill, and there they are! Kotori! Perfect timing. The familiar station wagon passed through an intersection only a mere 30 meters ahead of me. Final sprint! The hill ended. I pedaled across the flat land after the station wagon. Kotori! I pushed with every ounce of my body and put my bicycle in front of the station wagon. Woo! I could hear the brakes squeal as the car came to a halt. Woo! As soon as I saw it stop, I hit the brakes on my bicycle. And then my bicycle fell to the ground and I went with it. Ah! I laid up on the asphalt trying to catch my breath.
君、大丈夫か?
Just a bit tired. Kotori's father got out of the car. I put my body up, struggling to stand on my shaking knees. You! Minase Aoi, ex-cycling club. Kotori! Seeing her face, a feeling of relief came over me that nearly sent my knees buckling down again. Her father came over to help me up, but I grabbed the bridge handrail and lifted myself up before he could. Kotori looked at me, completely unable to believe what was right before her eyes. Yo! I pulled a crumbled piece of paper that, until moments ago, was in the shape of an airplane and showed it to Kotori. So, you're SOS? Let's go! Kotori's eyes began to swell with tears. Miss Habane, please don't take Kotori back home. Oh, Jesus Christ, my heart.
それを言うために追いかけてきたのか?
Hell yeah. Please.
言ったはずです。これは私たち家族の問題だと。
I'm about to say something crazy, won't I? Well, I heard about your wife, about her collapsing.
それを知っていて、まだそんなことを。
Indeed. Well, because I couldn't let this happen to Kotori, so... You told me on the phone, remember, how Kotori lying to you was your own fault? Kotori doesn't hate you. Even now, she still deeply cares about you. Despite all that, she lied to you. Don't you understand now why she did that? I was basically pleading at this point, man. I'll take every NFE, man.
だからこうして、その間違いを正し、また元の家族に戻ろうとしているんじゃないか。
I mean, that's what you think. Do you want her to lie to you again? I mean, this paper airplane was an SOS from Kotori. This was the only way she could ask for help. You had to try to understand what she wants. She never said that by phone or messages, by the way. Everything Kotori was saying indicated that she was going to go back home. Except for this paper airplane. She couldn't hide her true feelings. That would have been betraying herself. Folding the paper airplane was an SOS from Kotori's heart. Kotori said that if she was able to fly to the morning glory, that she would have taken back her future.
未来?
Right, whether or not she'll think she'll be able to realize her dreams or not in the future. You said yourself, didn't you? How she can't have dreams that normal people have.
それは本当のことだ。
That's bullshit.
あなたにだって分かっているでしょう。小鳥が普通の人のように何かをするのがどれほど大変か。
Well, technically, I should not have been freaking going crazy on this bicycle after you, by the way, because... Anyway, I certainly know that. Of course I knew that. I've been beside her all this time.
小鳥が身に余るほどの目標を叶えようとしたとき、どれほどの困難が待っているか。
I mean, that's true for everyone, to be fair, but when...
きっと傷つき、苦しみ、大きな挫折を味わうに決まっている。
The heart-wrenching way in which she spoke made it seem as he might have seen Kotori like that time and time again. Doubt. No, he had to have seen it, maybe. Okay, maybe no, I shouldn't say doubt, but who knows. He had seen his daughter struggle to recuperate after the accident. Makes sense. So, what does that even mean?
何?
Kotori isn't afraid of those things at all. Even after the accident, after losing the ability to use her legs, after all that she still wants to fly, doesn't that mean anything?
しかし、それは...
Sure, she's handicapped, she cries easily, she's scared of strange things. If you just look at her, you think she's dangerous, but... She has never turned her back on her goal. She's been courageously pressing forward this whole time. Aren't you just stopping her to prevent your own fears, your own worries?
Eh?
Got you! That's not the same as loving your daughter, man. Kotori interrupted what I was saying. Anyway, I snapped back to reality and shut my mouth. Oops! However, her father already knew what I was trying to say. Regardless, what I said, as honest as it may have been, was surely intensely painful for him to hear. If you're going to take Kotori back to Kyo, there is nothing I can do to stop you, obviously. I just have a bike. If you, like, press the pedal to the metal, you will obviously be faster than me. Anyway, it is a family problem. Kotori is still only a student, she can't live completely separated from her parents. But before that, can't you let her fly just once? Let us show you that we all have been working towards hasn't been for nothing. Please! Please! Kotori began to get out of the passenger seat by herself. Unable to use her legs, she was hanging onto the door as she began to fall out of the car.
小鳥!
He ran over and caught his daughter.
君、車椅子を.
Okay. I unloaded the wheelchair from the back of the station wagon. I'm kinda curious what he's driving as well. Kotori's father gently sat her into it. Watching him do it, I could tell he was a caring parent. As she was being held in her father's arms, she put a hand to his chest and said,
お父さん、私、本当に飛んだんだよ。
Yeah, we know.
空を、雲に手が届きそうなくらい高く。
ああ。
すごく気持ちよくて、楽しくて。そこじゃ私は、体が不自由な女の子じゃなくなるの。
でもそれは、たくさんの人たちが小鳥のために手助けをしてくれたからだろ?
I mean, if she was not handicapped, you know, she wouldn't be able to do that on her own only. Come on, man. Yeah, but it's not like Kotori is special. I just say to break the silence. I mean, she is, but you know. No one can fly a glider by themselves. You need someone to mend the wing, someone to hold the wingtips, someone to do maintenance, someone to make it. So many people are needed to make it fly, man.
ねえお父さん、飛ばせて。私、飛びたいの。最後に一度だけでいい。そしたら、おとなしく
You
家
know
へ
that's
帰
not
るから。
true. You will keep flying. Come on, girl.
小鳥.
Looking at his beloved daughter, Mr. Habane shook his head.
お父さん、私、今飛ばないと一生自分に嘘をついて暮らしていくことになる。
And probably continue lying to them as well.
もう二度と自分の翼では飛べなくなっちゃう。この先ずっとただ見上げて暮らすなんて嫌なの。
Her father quietly closed his eyes. Come on, man. Come on! Come on! Buckle up! And then quietly. Come on, man! Come on! Come on!
組み立て急ぐよー。パイロットが到着し次第。
I don't care now, right now what's happening over here. Windy.
風強いから気をつけて。翼になるべく正面から風が当たらないようにね。
は
お手伝いの人も気をつけてくださいね。
人がいっぱいでなんかお祭りみたいだね。
And you organized it all basically, if you got all the people, huh?
あなたが集めたんでしょ。
Kinda cool! Agree!
だってみんな見たいだろうと思って。
Yeah?
そりゃ
Wait,
こんな
I'm
面白い
sorry,
こと
I cut her out. I'm sorry. No, you're not.
だってみんな見たいだろうと思って。あかりちゃんだってそうでしょ。
Yeah?
そりゃこんな面白いこと見
Yeah?
逃す手はないわ。だよね。
夜食のおにぎりできました。手の空いた人から食べてってください。
梅干し、おかか、塩昆布あります。
Chicken for me, please.
俺おっかかい。ホタルは何にする？
じゃあ梅干し。皆さんもどうぞ。
夜明けまであとどのくらい
54分。
54 minutes, okay.
ギリギリね。パイロットが届けばね。
組み立て完了しました。
I mean, I'm on a kind of fly if he's not there, I guess.
係留しっかりした？よし、じゃあ皆さん集まってください。これから発酵手順を説明しますのでいいですか？ゴム柵を引っ張る役の人は朝ちゃんチームと夜ちゃんチームに分かれてもらいます。
Okay.
私が発酵準備開始って言ったらゴム柵を持ってください。
Okay.
その後は一歩ずつ朝ちゃん夜ちゃんと歩幅を合わせて引いていってもらいます。
This is going to be a little slingshot wanted.
グライダーが離陸した後なんですが、
あれはアゲハ先輩、葵先輩たち到着しました。
Let's go! I instantly lowered myself from the back of Anchan's truck. My knees were still shaking, man. Oh, my knee. That sprint had used up all of my energy. I could hardly use my legs, man. I've been skipping out and practice way too much. Oh, yeah, Geha. Could you help Kotori get down?
朝ちゃん手伝って。
Anchan had heard the message I left him and was able to bring Kotori and me here in his truck. After all, Kotori's father wasn't exactly ready to allow this. Thanks for coming, Anchan, my savior!
いや、俺こそすぐ電話に出られなくてすまなかったな。
Don't worry, man.
おかえりなさい、小鳥先輩。
ただいま。たくもう心配させやがって。
ごめんね、みんな。
After getting into her wheelchair, Kotori came over to me.
足大丈夫？
I mean, yeah, I'm just a little tired, but it feels like I can barely move, so I'm going to have to ask you to pilot, yeah. I said it half serious and half trying to be motivating. I did manage to make Kotori smile for.
小鳥ちゃんと元気そうだな。
あまねちゃん。
Kotori's mood suddenly picked up when she saw Mane running towards us waving.
待ってたんだぞ、二人が帰ってくるのを。
ごめんね、待たせちゃって。本当だわ。どれだけ私たちがやきもきしたか。
Behind the right comments of Am and Yoru were expressions of relief. Hey, it's looking like festival or something. A crowd of people had gathered around our secret base, about 50 people or so. Damn. The crowd was growing more and more excited, yet looked somewhat like a group tour that had gotten lost.
花子さんが声をかけてくれたんです。皆さん、私たちのフライトを見てみたいって。この人たち全部？期待されてますよ、私たち。
Kotori looked at everyone dumbfounded.
はいはい、考えにふけってる時間はないよ。あまね先輩、フライトプランの変更点を二人に説明してやってください。おお、そうだった。
Agaha left us with Mane and went off to instruct the crowd. She began to explain all sorts of things to them.
ねえ、滑走路へ行かなくていいの？
We are already there. Yeah, I forgot. I hadn't told Kotori about the broken winch. The truth is...
ビオカメ許すまじ。
That's right.
でもそれならどうやって飛ぶの？
ここから飛ぶんだ。
Habane spread her arms out wide.
この丘から。
どうやって？
Habane began explaining the takeoff procedures to a confused-looking Kotori.
マジなのそれ？
ああ、マジだ。
Maji. Kotori gave me a worried look. Don't worry, if one says we can do it, we can. Come on.
そうね。あまねちゃんがそう言うなら大丈夫よね。
二人ともコックピットに乗って。
Okay.
了解。
Preparing our parachutes. Oh, so we do have them. Nice. We got into the cockpit. We checked the operation system.
右エルロン OK。 左エルロン問題なし。
My pre-flight nerves were slowly increasing. Suddenly,
小鳥ちゃん。
Hibari had come running up to the cockpit.
ひばりね、どうしてここに？
Ask her to come. I told her to see what you were doing.
お姉ちゃんここで見てるから。だから気をつけてね。
Let's go. Hibari looked a little pale. She really seemed like she wanted to stop Kotori. She has long nails. Saying nothing, she let her little sister go. Kotori laughed and gave a thumbs up.
任せて。私のかっこいいところ見せてあげる。
Hibari gave a subtle smile to her little sister and walked away from the cockpit. Akaka then came out to talk to us.
発行の手順はあまね先輩から聞いたよね。ゴム柵が伸びきったら私が合図を出すからブレーキを離して。そしたら走り出すから。
了解。
かなり難しい離陸になるけど大丈夫？
Akaka asked in an easy tone.
いけると思う。イメージはもうつかめたわ。
うん、わかった。信じてるよ、小鳥。
Saying that, Akaka closed the canopy. She flashed me a look. It seemed as if she was asking me to take care of Kotori should anything happen. Silently nodded in response. As the dome came down over the cockpit, all the outsiders seemed to drift far away, and we were in a world of our own. Kotori put a hand to her chest and took a deep breath. She seemed nervous.
迎えに来てくれてありがとう。
It was a faint whisper, but I could still hear it. I replied to her in a doubtful tone. Honestly, I don't know if this is going to go okay.
私も。
We still didn't have her father's understanding. We're able to explain ourselves and bring her here.
でも。
Kotori looked up at the sky. Only a little bit more until dawn. The sky slowly brightened and the silhouette of the giant cloud dimly came into the view.
今しかないから。
You're right. This was the first time the morning glory had appeared in Kasugaura in 27 years. If we miss this chance, who knows when we'll have another? In another 27 years, I guess. Would be problematic.
発行準備開始します。皆さん、配置についてください。
It's cool that it sounds, I imagine, as if we were already under the canopy. Nice. As Saga started issuing instructions, the crowd of people began to move. They broke up into two groups and readied the rubber cord. I had tied the cord to the hooks underneath the glider. The connecting piece was located in the middle of the long rubber cord. From there, they stretched the cord to the left and the right. On each side, one led by Asa, the other by Yoru, numbers of people lined up holding onto it. The sides were, of course, not stretching out directly left and right of the glider. They were slightly diagonals, but well, that was obvious. This way the people pulling on the cord would not get hit by the glider. The problem is, in order for the glider to fly straight, both sides need to be at the exact same angle and use the exact same power. Asa and Yoru's positioning were such that their strides would sync. As they were twins, they had almost the exact same physique, even down to breathing. Damn. Aka tapped onto the canopy. And then Tengaha responded with thumbs up. I could hear cries of good luck from the crowd. Yeah, the rubber cord was pulled back one step. Another step. The cord was slowly stretching. All the while, the glider remained firmly planted on the ground. Wheels, stoppers were in place and the tires were hooked into them. When Kotori releases the brake, the tires will release from them and begin to move. Everyone's tension seemed to be increasing just like the rubber cord. Hibari was watching from over by the canopy with a worried look on her face.
お父さんにも見てほしかったな。
I think we were able to explain Kotori's feelings to her father. He hadn't given his blessing, however. It's terrifying. The memories of his daughter falling from the hot air balloon must still haunt him. The wind rolling up the hill became stronger and stronger. It began to make the wings tremble. The glider was shaking as if it was ready to fly in any moment. Concentrate, hold the control stick tightly. Don't think about anything other than flying right now, please.
了解。
Then at that moment, a single station wagon climbed to the top of the hill. The car stopped in front of the secret base and the man in a suit climbed out the driver's side.
小鳥。
お父さん。
Aga stopped her counting once she saw Kotori's father. Had he come to stop the flight? Oddly, he wasn't coming over to the cockpit. He had stopped walking and was watching from a distance. He walked over and joined him. Aga threw a confused look over to us. Continue, continue, continue!
作準備よし。行け、小鳥。
Kotori released the brake. Ikimos! The cord began to pull back and the glider began to move. It gained speed and ran down the hill, man! Kotori! Kotori pulled on the control stick. The wings began to lift up and the glider took flight.
おお。
よし行け。
Wah! Let's go!
飛んでください。
And where it will. It was only a few meters, but it was just high enough. Kotori instantly returned the control stick to neutral and then pushed it forward slightly. The glider began to fly parallel to the hill, declining almost as if it was sleeping.
待機速度は十分。離陸成功だ。
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! The glider flew parallel to the hill and began to pick up speed like it was coasting. It cut right through the headwind. This was right in the middle of the windmill hill. A path was made from all the wind blowing to the crescent-shaped hill. The strength of that head wing was enough to lift up the glider.
やった飛んだ。嘘みたい。あんな方法で。
Don't get excited just yet! We had pointed the glider downwards in order to pick up speed. That caused us a lot of attitude. Now we need to get back up. Otherwise we'll never get to the top of the clouds.
分かってるって。皆さん、急いで移動してください。すぐに戻ってきますからね。
Will we?
ライトまだもらってない人。
Will we
くだ
fall?
さい。
Will we?
お父さん、ひばりさん。
ん？
どうしたの、あさちゃん。これ。
Mm.
よかったらどうぞ。サイリン？
Mm.
どうしてこんなものを。
Are we really going to be going down for? Are we? The glider had made it down the hill safely, but now we was heading towards the lake. In the pre-dawn darkness, the lake looked like a cavernous darkness. We flew right over that hole. We were just high enough, but our altitude wasn't right just yet. Kotori, make a U-turn!
了解。
Kotori pulled the control stick sideways. The glider began to turn. Watch out for hay flows, speed as well.
わか
Being careful not to lose precious speed, Kotori made a sharp turn. However, there was still a loss.
速度足りるかな。
Thanks to the glide effect, we won't descend that much, I think. But we're above the lake. In the off chance we do crash, it won't be pretty. Our speed can decrease that much, however, now we had a different tailwind. As our speed decreases, so does our ability to rise.
目標は
Can't see it yet. Come on. Windmill Hill, which was where we launched from, was now nothing but a silhouette. We could barely make out the ridge line through the light of the sky that was peeking through, but telling the distance was nearly impossible. Even worse, up, down, left, right, front, back, everywhere was pitch black. We had no sense of direction. Not confused by how it looks, pay attention to the instruments. When the range of sight is limited by thick fog or clouds, flying by instruments is the only option. If you rely on provision, illusions will cause a loss of feel for your true positioning. However, since Kotori doesn't have much flight experience, she still isn't used to looking at the instruments. I spotted Kotori as we waited for a target to appear. At that moment,
あれ見て、葵。
it's all lit up. Let's go. A small light twinkled within the darkness. As we moved on, we saw a line of lights going up the hill.
ゆかさんたちだ。
Everyone who had gathered was holding a light, making a pathway for us. This was another part of Hamane's flight plan. Creating this trail of light was another reason for all the people with lights were assembled. Once the target was determined, Kotori would be able to fly there without the risk of making a mistake. The glider was making its way back to Windmill Hill where it launched from. We're near the hill, raise the pitch.
了解。
Kotori pulled on the control stick. As she did, the glider felt as if it was being raised from below.
リフトに乗ったみたい。
Let's go! The glider began to ride the lift. We began to rise higher and higher, fueled by the strong wind. This lift was different from a vertical draft. This wind, a slope drift, was a strong upward sloping wind coming from between the hill and the mountains. This was the wind that went up the face of the hill. The wind that powered the windmills. The wind that we felt as we walked on the hill. The glider continued to accelerate and rise higher. We went past the many small lights that were down below us. We couldn't make them out individually, but those were all lights held by people for us, yeah.
光が揺れてる。手を振ってくれてるんだ。
Watch out, they're going to run to the windmill! If we followed the trail of lights, we wouldn't hit the windmill. However, who knows what would happen if there was a mistake. Riding on the slope lift, the glider slipped past the group of windmills. Then in the blink of an eye, we flew over the hill. We began to rise higher and higher, headed towards the dimly breaking down.
うー近くで見るとすごい迫力だったね。
Right?
あんなにスピードが出ているものなのね。
Yeah.
ちっくしょう。なんかむちゃくちゃかっこよかったんだけど、あいつら。
Indeed.
青兄はいつもかっこいいよ。
ね。
あーちゃん、これもういいの？
ありがとうホタル。皆さんもご協力ありがとうございました。グライダーは無事離陸に成功しました。
Or more like the glider has been slingshot safely.
ゆかさん、サイリウムありがとうございました。おかげで超助かりました。
Alright, I need to keep my glow sticks in my freaking car then. You never know when, for some reason, there will be a glider that needs to be slingshot into the air. To be fair, I would always keep those. I mean, they are super nice overall. It's obviously not like a flashlight, but...
役に立ってよかったわ。
Also, I feel like the ones they had are much stronger than the one I have. But whatever, anyway.
でもなんでこ こんなにいっぱいサイリウム持ってたんですか？
Because they are sold in packs of like 20, I think. Right?
ゆかさん、某アイドルグループの追っかけやってるから。
Oh.
コンサートの必需品だからね。1回のコンサートで20本以上使う時もあるし、いつもストックしてあるのよ。
See? I told you it's in packs of 20. It's the same with the stuff that you buy for like night trips. In a car. Not like I go on night trips in a car, but yeah. I don't remember why exactly I purchased them. I just thought, oh, you know what? I see them. That's cool. Let's get them. I always wanted to have one of those. So I bought a pack of 20. Because there's only a pack of 20s. Anyway.
はあ、なるほど。
あれを小鳥が操縦しているのか。
Yes.
そうみたい。
お父さんとひばりさんもお手伝いしてくださってありが。
いや、私たちは。
I mean, that's true, kind of.
あっちに夜食のおにぎりあるんで、どうぞ食べてってください。
お嬢さん。小鳥のためにこんなに大勢の人が協力してくださったのですか。
I would say they came for their own entertainment as well in the way, but kind of.
え
あの子を飛ばせてやるために。
え。いやー、それはどうかな。
Yeah.
別に小鳥のためってわけじゃないかも。多分みんな自分がやりたいからやってるんです。
I mean, I wouldn't say they wanted to do that themselves, but after what they've seen, they might want to.
うちの学校、そういう物好き多いし。
I mean, that's true, yeah.
私だってそうですよ。小鳥が飛ぶところを見たかっただけです。
はあ。
お父さん言ってましたよね。空を飛んだからなんだと言うんだって。今飛び立っていた2人を見て何も感じませんでしたか？
いや、それは。
感じたと思うわ。
おー、ひばりー。
にひひじゃあ期待しててください。これからもっとすごいことが起こりますから。
Morning glory, bring it on. Where are you? Come on. After flying off high from Windmill Hill, we are able to see our next goal, Mount Tsukubae, looming over the school in the distance. At this altitude, we should be able to make it. Be careful of crosswinds since the current is rough. She's not listening. Kotori!
了解。
What's wrong? Are you tired?
違うよ。さっきの光の中にお父さんもいたのかな。
I mean, we might as well ask. Yeah, I wonder too. But I think he's there. I mean, he was there for takeoff. This is why he came, right?
そうだといいな。
Hey, we know he's ascending. Be careful! Want to show me what you can do? Huh?
この1年で私も成長したんだってところを見せたい。
Okay. Mount Tsukubae was coming closer and closer. You know what I'm curious about now? You bet I'm curious about now, if that's an actual mountain. I'm sorry that I don't know that. I'm sorry, Japan. It is. Oh, maybe not. It's what exists is Mount Tsukuba. Okay. It is 877 meters tall. Northern end of Tsukuba, Japan. One of the most famous mountains in Japan. I've never heard of it, not gonna lie. I mean, then again, as far as geography goes, you really are being taught only like the highest points and obviously the points in Poland. Anywho, this was the moment of truth of our flight plan. Our next goal is to ride a giant current known as Mountain Wave. If we can do that, getting to the top of the cloud should be no problem. The problem was, how do we ride the mountain wave? A mountain wave is a wave of air that is created by wind going over a mountain. They are located fairly high and have a rotor-like turbulence below them. By entering the upper part of the turbulence, it should be possible to get to the mountain wave. Oh, interesting, interesting. Considering that I'm basically in kind of center of Poland, when we go north, south, center, that would not be possible for me. Anyway, turbulence is incredibly unstable. However, it's a difficult maneuver, by the way. Yeah, I can't imagine actually, but looks like we're going to this unrehearsed. Huh. Realizing what I had said, Kotori braced herself. Originally we had planned to practice this. If only the accident hadn't happened. Yeah.
見て、葵。
The eastern sky was becoming brighter and brighter. It would soon be down. Let's hurry! But also, let's calmly approach that. Ah, you're the Kisama.
何何、うわ、ここで来るのかよ。
貴様ら、こんなところで何をしている？
They are having a picnic.
ですね、先生。これは
ソアリング部には活動停止を言い渡したはずだぞ。
We are not the soaring club. We are just doing our stuff outside of school. Flying fish manor, basically.
まあそうなんですが、うわ、どうしよう。
Who knows, man? Who knows?
何何？どうしたの？飛岡先生。
くごい。お前、生徒会長のくせにどうして止めない？
Because she's on our side, you old fart.
彼らが行っているのはただの部活動です。止める理由がありません。
何よバカな。こいつらには活動停止を命じてある。
Go suck it, Shitioka.
初耳ですが。
Let's go, Akari.
それにお言葉ですが、飛岡先生の一存で部活動を制限するような権限はお持ちでなかったと思いますが。
Dude, Akari being best girl once again. Ah.
何？
Suck it.
ですので、我々生徒会としましてはどうすることもできません。
なら、こいつらが破損させた体育倉庫の鍵はどうなる？
Who did?
それも初耳ですが、何か証拠が？
What about someone destroying the winch then, huh? You punk.
証拠なら、そこにグライダーが。
グライダー？そんなのどこにあるんですか？
Let's go, Mapo!
ここにはそんなのないよね。
貴様ら、調べればすぐにわかることだ。覚悟しろよ。
自分だってウインチを壊したくせに。
Let's go, Asa!
あれだって調べれば犯人がわかるかもしれないわね。
Let's go, Yaru!
私たち処分を受ける覚悟は
Oh, shut up, Ageha. Why are you reading the moment?
今日だけは見逃してください。
Why are you speaking about that? No, we are not getting any punishment.
できるわけないだろう、そんなこと。
そうでもないと思いますよ。何せここには何の証拠もないのですから。
じゃあ、一体ここで何をやってるんだ？
I told you, it's a picnic.
みんなで空の観察です。今から面白い雲が見られるそうなんで。
先生もご一緒に見ていかれますか？
あんまり騒ぐんじゃないぞ。いいな。
I mean, you're the only one who's making a ruckus, you punk.
なんとか追い返したわね。
Honestly, it was everyone. Ageha was just, I will accept punishment. No. No.
あかりさん、ありが とうございました。
It's Akari who saved the day, and then almost everyone followed up.
あかりさん、かっこよかったっす。
Hell yeah.
ついカッとなってしまったわ。
Yeah, let's go, Akari!
たまにはいいんじゃない？ストレス溜め込むのは体に毒だよ。
So true.
それより二人は今どこに？
Idiot.
プラン通りならそろそろ山岳波に乗っている頃ですけど。
乗ったみたい。
Yep, it does. Suddenly, just as the trembling stopped, the glider began to rise with almost no recoil at all. It felt as if gravity had disappeared.
これが
I wonder what this feeling is. As we rode, the rotor wind up higher and higher. We reached a part of the sky that seemed like it had a mountain wave. There was a sudden change from the rough turbulence to a stillness. I feel like this might also be kind of dangerous. But, well, what would I know? It's just a prediction. It was peaceful, but the altimeter kept on rising. We rose higher into the sky, almost as if we were no longer flying by wind. I don't really feel any shaking at all.
怖いくらい静かだわ。
Kind of like quiet before something absolutely ridiculous. A mountain lift is a strong wind that goes over mountains and is caused by the up and down rippling of winds. It stretches a few times the size of the mountain itself. The world record for the highest flying glider which made it to the stratosphere used a mountain lift. Oh! Interesting! I wonder which mountain. Mount Tsukuba isn't a particularly large mountain, but if we can get to an altitude of 2000 meters, it will be enough. Okay. However, there is no guarantee that there will be a mountain wave. The condition is entirely dependent on the wind that is blowing. Today, I was confident that it would appear. It was related to the way Amane Rift that Morning Glory would appear in Kasugaura. Mountain waves are known to appear along with strange cloud formations. Her hypothesis is that Morning Glory is created by the mountain waves from Mount Tsukuba. Which basically means when Morning Glory appears, there is no chance that there wouldn't be a mountain waves. Okay. The pre-dawn sky, while still dark, was beginning to show some strange colors as the light came through. Before we knew it, we reached our target altitude. I'm looking. I'm flashbanged. I'm looking. The flashbang didn't destroy my eyes. Maybe it did, but I can still see everything. Below us, we could see the silhouette of the cloud passage. We spent a moment staring in amazement at its massive size. Wow! This wasn't a mistake that we saw a year ago. This was the real thing. I mean, don't call that last year a mistake. It was nice as well. Really nice. That moment. Rays of light began to come from the east. It's dawn. Don't blink. The morning sun broke through the darkness and began to light up the sky. Don't blink. Oh yeah. Animation, let's go. The light began to color the view. The giant cloud began to sparkle. Kotori whispered with a sense of amazement. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, it is. I could feel tears begin to form in my eyes. It wasn't a feeling of joy or sorrow or even fun. A more fundamental feeling began to fill my heart, and my tears began to overflow. I was overwhelmed and for a moment at a complete loss of words.
行くよ、葵。
Okay. Kotori pulled down the control stick, leaving the wave lift and aiming us at the passage of clouds. Is someone recording that, by the way? I feel like they should have mounted a camera to the glider.
神々しいって言葉がぴったりくるわね。あれが望月先輩がずっと追い続けていた
Yep.
幻の空。そうみたい。追いかけちゃう気持ちわかるかも。
おお、何あれ、マジすげえ。
お兄たち、もうあそこまで飛んだのかな。
Right now doing that.
あれがイスカが行きたがってた空なんだな。
ああ、葵くんたちがイスカの夢をあそこまで運んでくれた。私にはできなかったことをしてくれた。
I mean, you put your hands into that as well. Come on.
いい後輩を持ったな。
Yeah.
俺たち。
ああ、
綺麗ね。
ああ、しかし何なんだあの雲は。まるで奇跡でも見ているようだ。
Cause you kind of do, yeah.
モーニンググローリーです。
モーニンググローリー。
風ヶ浦の空に数十年に一度現れる不思議な雲。私も本物を見たのは初めてです。
小鳥はあの雲を近くで見たいからグライダーで飛んでいったんですか？
近くで見る？
I'm not crying, you're crying.
そうじゃないですよ。飛ぶんです。あの上を。あの雲の回廊を渡るために必死で登っていったんです。
Maybe don't tell him that.
あの上を。
はい。
信じられん。
多分今頃到着してるはずですよ。
What?
今あそこに小鳥が。
No, 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 right there. No, no, no. You can't land on clouds, unfortunately, mate. I know that's not what you meant. The glider had gone through that passage of clouds. It sparkled in an array of colors from the gradients of light that the dawn was bringing. It was completely surreal. For a moment, almost as if we had forgotten how to speak, we did nothing but let out sighs of admiration.
私たちついにやったんだね。
Yeah, we did. I thought I would have been happier. However, being here, that was not what I felt. Overwhelmed by its majesty, I felt something but gratitude towards this miracle. The glider held its altitude and passed through the clouds. This path of clouds is created by rolling air currents. Thanks to these rolling currents, even an unpowered glider can maintain flight in it for long periods of time. Kotori flipped the radio on.
アゲハ、聞こえる？
小鳥？聞こえてるよ。ちょっと電波が悪いみたいだけど。
I mean, not surprised about that.
そっちどう？今どのあたり？
乗ったよ、モーニンググローリーに。今その上を渡ってるところ。
よし、みんな小鳥たち、今あの上にいるって。
Through the radio we can hear everyone's cheers.
どんな気分？
なんて言ったらいいかわからない。奇跡の中にいる気分。
葵？ねえ、葵はどうなの？
It feels like I've died and gone to heaven, maybe.
こらこら、縁起でもないこと言うな。
Really, for that's what it feels like. I can't believe this is really happening.
下から見てもすごいんだもん。上からだともっとすごいんでしょうね。ゆっくり楽しんできてよ。
As soon as the radio was turned off, the cockpit went silent. At that moment... Whoa! The sun began peaking above the horizon, its rays lighting up the sky. As it rose, the top of the clouds began to have a golden glow.
す
Wow.
ごいこんなにすごい場所だなんて思ってなかった。想像を絶するってこういうことを言うのね。
No one could imagine this. This view is outstanding.
ねえ葵、
Hmm?
ここまで連れてきてくれてありがとう。この場所へ来られたことはきっと一生の誇りだわ。
Suddenly I feel like it would be nice if Kotori or Aoi kept the comms on again by mistake. So her father could hear that. Anyway, don't be ridiculous. You made it here yourself.
でも葵がいなきゃ無理だった。みんなも。
Did you find it? What you had lost?
多分
But that's good.
私の人生も捨てたもんじゃないね。
Our glider continued to fly on and on through the dreamlike scenery. On and on until the morning sun dissolved the illusion. I mean, this better not be like the complete ending. I know there is the credits and so on, but come on. Watch the ending movie. Alright, achievement unlocked. Got it. Asa! Do you think you can wait over there? Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2! What are we doing? Thump? What's going on? I hung the white sheets over the clothesline. A few tugs and they were all set. Is it yoga?
こんにちは、アゲハ先輩。こんにちは。
What do you come here for?
いやー、家にいると店の手伝いやらされるから逃げてきちゃった。
Then I guess we will get you to work over here. Are you okay? Your gun's going to get angry again.
課題を一緒にやるって言って出てきたから平気。
Then you better do help.
しかしなんですな。みんなが学校行ってる時に家にいると時の流れがゆったりだよね。
What? Oh, did we get? We are not allowed to go to school. Let's go. We are banned for a little bit. I've been able to catch up on my work, so I guess that's good. One day in September. Summer vacation is over and the second semester has begun. But we didn't go to school. After we broke into the gym storeroom to take back the glider, the entire soaring club was suspended.
悪い子になったみたいで、なんだかドキドキします。
I don't even know if suspension is a thing in Poland, you know? I feel like it's... I clicked the wrong freaking icon. That's problematic. That means voice mode will open up. And that's something that I wish I could use, but... Yeah, it's churning on CPU way too much. And it kind of switches the voices too slow, but I think it's my problem, you know, when it comes to hardware. Let's see if I can shut it down before it starts itself. Yes, I can. Alright, let's see if suspension is... You know what, I don't know, but because it's been mentioned a few times. In visual novels. No! In Poland, it is not allowed to suspend a student the ability to education. But as punishment, it can do other stuff. It cannot... basically, it is allowed to ban them from participating in trips, some school events, competitions, or representing the school in tournaments. I mean, to be fair, if someone does not participate in any of that, it's like they are not getting any punishment, to be fair. But you know what? Props to Poland. For once, the educational system actually has the correct approach. You're not supposed to suspend someone from education, that's true. Props to Poland for actually doing that like that, not gonna lie. First time I actually say something good about Polish education system. Anyway.
なんで私まで部員じゃないのに
That's so true! Exclude Yoru, everyone not in the club who helped out did not get suspended. Honestly, I felt it was a little anticlimactic. I was really prepared for a stricter punishment. Despite the results, it felt like our summer vacation was extended and we spent the suspension time relaxing. Let's go!
小鳥から連絡は？
She called yesterday. She seems to be doing fine.
さあ、なんだかんだで実家の居心地はいいのかね？
That's right. It seems like she's getting on by herself these days.
ねえ、一緒に課題やろうよ。
Huh?
私たちもやります。私はもう終わらせたけど、ここにいても暑いだけだから付き合うわ。
Sure, no problem. I just hang out the sheet, so hold a minute.
あいよ
The white sheets shone against the pure blue sky. That day, we flew to the morning glory. Looking at the clear sky, I would have never thought it would really have happened. A passage of clouds across the sky. We flew through that miracle-like place in the sky. Soon the passage of clouds melted away to the rays of the rising sun. After watching it to the very end, we returned to the runway. Why not another flashback? Yeah, I agree.
おかえりなさい、小鳥先輩、葵先輩。
ただいま。
おかえりなさい、二人とも。ただいま。朝、夜、みんな。
I mean, Kotori would not say welcome back, but more like I'm back. But one. A crowd of people have been waiting on the runway for our return.
すごかった。私、感動しちゃったよ。
Same. Same.
私もよ。すごいもの見ちゃったわ。
Okay, where is someone handing on the applications now?
ゆかさん感動して泣いちゃってましたもんね。
Yeah.
とても綺麗だった。
Everyone gathered around the cockpit. I got out first and pushed over Kotori's wheelchair, which someone had prepared for us. While I was getting the wheelchair ready, Ageha unbuckled Kotori and got her out.
お疲れさ
お疲れ様。
After realizing how ordinary they were acting, they both laughed.
やったね。イエーイ。
And they high-fived. Yeah.
お兄、かっこよかったよ。
Oh, hey Kotaru, you came too, huh?
やっぱすげえなお前らは。マジでしびれたぜ。
Please don't go tsundere, don't go tsundere. Thank you.
今度俺たちも乗せてくれよな。
乗ってみたい。
Let's go! Anytime, anytime.
見せてもらったわ、みなせくん。
Oh, Akari.
先生方に逆らってあなたたちを承認した私の目に狂いはなかったわね。
I'm glad we could prove ourselves. Everyone came by wanting to say something. I saw Anchan at the edge of the crowd. Anchan! Waving my hand at him, he sheepishly entered our crowd. Anchan, did you see it?
ああ、もちろんだ。かっこよかったぞ、葵。
After being complimented, I could feel myself begin to blush.
ありがとな。
Thanks.
こっちのことだよ。
Saying that, he started to pat me on the head. Oi! I'm not a kid anymore! Hey! Technically, he
悪い
is.
悪い。つい癖でな。
Compared to Anchan. He did it again. Oi, stop it! Loads of people I'd never seen before kept coming up and saying how amazing and wonderful it was. Kotori and I felt overjoyed to be able to share this moment with so many people. After a while, when the crowd's energy had subsided,
小鳥、
お父さん。
her father and Hibari walked over to her.
すまなかった。
Let's go!
空を飛びたいというお前の真剣な気持ちを遊びだと言ってすまなかった。
Let's go, man. Kotori's father gave her a deep, apologetic bow.
お父さん。
ひばりと一緒に見ていたよ。お前が飛ぶ姿とあ
Yeah,
の
it
美しい
was.
空を。
There was a spark of excitement in his eyes. He seemed to be just as excited as everyone else in the crowd.
私はお前にまた嘘をつかせてしまうところだったんだな。
Yeah.
そんなことない。お父さんは私のことを思って言ってくれてたんだもん。
Oh, come on, Kotori, just acknowledge that. Her father shook his head.
私は怖かったんだ。お前がまた傷つく姿を見るのが。けどそれはお前を大切に思うこととは違っていた。
Well, technically, you probably were scared of maybe her losing her, obviously, but you know.
頑張っている娘を応援しようともせず、カゴの中へ
But
閉
you
じ込め
tried
ようと
that,
していた。
exactly.
すまなかった。
Kotori stared at her father's bowed head.
私こそごめんなさい。大事なことを黙っていて。お父さんたちがどんなに心配するか分かってたのに。
いいんだ。そうさせてしまったのは私たちだ。お前はもう自分の翼で飛べる。なのに それを認めようとしなかったのだから。
As her father spoke, tears began to well in Kotori's eyes. But instead of crying, she began to smile.
早く帰ろう。
え？
だってお母さんが待ってるんでしょ。早く安心させてあげたい。
いいのか？
夏休みの間だけなら。
Exactly. Well, maybe a little longer because it's special, I guess, but...
ああ、そうしてくれると嬉しい。車を取ってくるよ。
He sprinted off towards the car. He was so happy that he nearly tumbled over a rock as he ran. God damn it.
お姉ちゃんもいっぱい心配かけてごめんなさい。そんなことはいいのよ。小鳥ちゃんが無事なら。
Let's go.
どうだった？見てくれてたんでしょ？ええ、かっこよかったわ。さすがは私の小鳥ちゃんだわ。ちょっと怖かったけど。
Well, yeah. I mean, to be fair, let's face it, flying a plane with an engine also a scary thing.
慣れればどうってことないわ。あ、そうだ。今度後ろに乗せてあげる。
Let's go. Not very enthusiastic about that, Hibari, huh? Kotori's big green seemed to draw a smile out of Hibari. Forced a little bit, but still.
ちょっとお父さんとお話ししてくるわね。
As Hibari said that, Kotori began looking around for someone. What's wrong?
あ、
Who? Kotori spat her uchiel over to the person she was looking for. Hmm? Oh. I was like, who's she looking for?
いやー、小鳥。
見ててくれた？
ああ、見てたぞ。あんまり高いからよく見えなかったけどな。
飛んだよ、私たちモーニンググローリーを。
あ
すごく綺麗だった。あまねちゃんにも見せてあげたかったな。
私はいいよ。雲の上から下を見るなんて想像しただけでゾッとするぞ。
なんでよ。あまねちゃんの夢だったんでしょ？
私じゃない。いつかの夢だ。それにもう叶った。君たちが叶えてくれた。いつかと飛ぶはずだったあのグライダーをあの場所まで運んでくれたんだから。
Kotori gave me a tiny look. Her eyes seemed to be asking, what was going on? Answered with a nod and a smile. Kotori grinned herself.
じゃあこれでいいんだね。
ありがとう、小鳥。葵くん。
As somebody cracked a smile, Kotori broke into full laughter.
ねえ、葵。
Yeah?
ちょっとの間だけ東京に帰るね。
So I've heard, yeah. That's a good idea. Let your parents spoil you for a while.
そうする。寂しいからって浮気しちゃダメよ。
Like I'd do that.
お父さん、どうしたの？
いつの間にか小鳥は自分の居場所を自分で作っていたんだな。
そうね。風ヶ浦の人たちはみんな
Yeah.
親切でいい人ばかりよ。
ああ、私たちはもっと強くならないといけないのかもしれない。小鳥を見守る親として。小さなカゴの中に押し込めてしまうにはあの子の翼は大きすぎるんだ。
You're right about that, mate.
いつまでも悲しんでばかりはいられないわ。私たちも前へ進まないと。
You're right about that.
ああ、
お父さん、お姉ちゃん、早く帰ろう。帰りましょう。
ああ。
And so I was left behind. With that, Kotori got in the car and family drove off. However, since our suspension was issued on the last day of summer vacation, she stayed home throughout it. That's right. What would be the point? I mean, obviously there would be a point of going back, but what I mean is, why not spend some more time with family there? If it works now. The days passed. Kotori, wake up! Breakfast is already ready! Kotori, hey!
おはよう。今何時？
7:42. That's correct. Breakfast ready, come on, got changed and come on eat. It's like I've seen this scene before.
いただきます。
Itadakimasu. Fully awake, Kotori began to shove her breakfast down her throat.
はい、ハト。
Alright.
ここ。
Let's go, Hato. Was Hato around when we were flying? Hato went over to Kotori and started eating something. I know you don't like vegetables, but don't feed them to the duck.
急いでるからよ。
Wake up earlier then. Or so I would say if I wasn't the same type of person to wake up in the last moment sort of thing. How did you sleep in late? Didn't you set your alarm?
久しぶりに学校行けると思ったら興奮しちゃって、昨日の夜よく眠れなかったのよ。
Yeah, that couldn't be me. Apparently by the time she was able to get to sleep, she went ahead and slept right through the alarm. I mean, to be fair, understandable. Today our suspension was finally over. Our extra long summer vacation was now over and our second semester was starting late.
おはようございます、小鳥先輩。おはようございます、ハバネ先輩。おはよう、双子シスターズ。今日もよく似てるわね。
ね。
お寝坊ですか？珍しいですね。体内時計が狂ってるみたいなのよ。定額になって単位落としてるのに遅刻とかしちゃしゃべらないわ。
What do you mean failing classes? What? You've got a bit of bad hair. I pointed this out to her as she was shoveling food in her mouth. With bowl and chopsticks in hand, she leaned her head towards me. Ah, you're hopeless. Grabbing a brush from the bathroom, I started to fix Kotori's hair. You've really got a nice hair.
そうでしょう。自慢のサラサラヘアですから。あた、引っかかってる。
I've seen this scene before. Sorry.
もう注意してよね。葵だって嫌でしょ。私の髪が枝毛だらけになっちゃったら。
That would be terrible.
相変わらず容赦のないベタベタっぷりね。朝から殺意を催しそうだわ。ああ、いいと思うな、私。ちょっと羨ましいけど。ごちそうさま。
I'll clean up, you go get ready. Come on, there's no time.
どうぞ。
I got behind Kotori's wheelchair as we exited the building. Oh boy. Let's go, hold on tight.
飛ばせー。
いきます。
待ってくださいよ、先輩。
Once again, I've seen this scene before.
そして相変わらずの無茶っぷり。
Let's go. I mean, I'm on your side over here, but I'm also right now pumped up by this game. So let's go. Going back to school for the first time in what felt like ages, we were greeted as if we were heroes.
スオアリング部だ。ハバネさんたち帰ってきた。あ、なに写真見たよ。すごい綺麗だった。
Yeah.
私らも呼んでほしかった。
I mean, don't blame us. we were not too organized, the people. The entire class began to gather around us. Suddenly a huge crowd had formed as students from other classes made their way in as well.
おはようお二人さん。
ハゲハ、これ何なの？
定額になってる間に私らのことが話題になってるみたい。
Let's go!
こないだ見に来てた人の中にうちの学校の新聞部もいたらしくてさ。
Let's go, man! Free freaking advertisement for the soaring club!
ついでに飛岡先生に逆らって定額ってのが新鮮で刺激的だったみたいよ。
Let's go! I told you we have to face him. Students rarely got suspended from our school. It's not really a school where the bad kids go. Most students have fun and trouble-free years. However, Shitioka's hatred is well known, and us getting suspended was talked about like a heroic story.
ようやく時代が私たちに追いついてきたか。
That's right. Don't get too cocky. Being suspended isn't something you're proud of.
わかってるわよ。気分よ、気分。
ところで部長、その騒ぎのおかげで入部希望者が続々と集まってるんですが。
As expected. Kotori's eyes sparkled.
どうする？部員入れる気あるの？
Reject all of them.
いいわ。ただし生半可な気持ちじゃダメよ。
Yeah.
ほほう。というと？
入部資格は空に恋してるかどうか。そうじゃない人は残念だけど仲間とは認められないわ。
Let's go.
そんなやつはあんただけだ。
Let's go. Yeah, that's right. Don't lump us in with that. It's embarrassing.
なんでよ。みんな恋してないの？
Who knows? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Let's put aside Kotori's silly talk for a second. The soaring club is in a strange position right now. It goes without saying that Shitioka has been working to keep the soaring club abolished. But lo and behold, he can go suck it. It was originally supposed to have gone smoothly. However, the situation has changed. Morning Glory became a local news story in Kazagaura. Let's go! Local news story as well! Holy crap! We are going worldwide with that. It was quite different from the one 27 years ago, when the internet and digital cameras were indeed widespread. Even the number of videos taken by the crowd ended up on the TV news. So, dude, makes you really wish they had a freaking camera in the glider as well. Anyway, so then this strange cloud was flown through by some students in a homemade glider. What about that? While we were suspended, the local media contacted the school about doing coverage. This led to the principal as well as the directors learning a lot the details about what we did. Especially the chairman of the board, that is, our senior's grandfather, seemed to be appreciative of all the praise the school was getting. You're welcome. And as a result, the abolishment of the club was postponed! I mean, it should be cancelled by the way, but well. Good. See that robot club? That's how it's done. A lot of views came up, such as inviting in specialists from outside the club as well as getting more help. The school itself would seem to be expanding into aerospace engineering studies as well, and that very likely played a part as well. Let's go! It wasn't just the teachers. The students who came to watch that day also started a petition against abolishing the club. Let's go, man! In the petition, Akari had written about all that we had done throughout the year and everything that had led up to that flight. On the one hand, I couldn't believe she had written that report, but on the other, it felt great to have her as an ally. What a best girl, man. Because of this, we found ourselves placed into a strange position. However, having performed major objectives like flying through the morning glory, we didn't really have our next goal. All these things were protecting us from the commotion. Oh boy, that's true. Yeah, what's next?
いいんじゃないかな。新入部員、興味持ってくれてるんなら。
Let's go to Australia, man.
そうよね。
The morning glory over there.
これからは今までみたいにシャニムに頑張るって感じじゃなくなるだろうし。
Or how about to try to find morning glory around? Well, let's start with Japan, maybe. Maybe there are other spots where it forms. Huh? Huh? Wouldn't a laid-back soaring club be just as good? That is, of course, if the club can still exist. After school that day, as we were chatting, as we were going down the hall to leave, we saw a familiar face in front of the elevator. It's Sensei.
やあ君たちこんにちは
Amane and Akari were chatting.
何してるのあまねちゃん。
Once again, some noise from the outside. Which it seems like the mic is picking up.
違うぞ小鳥あまねちゃんではなく望月先生だ
Yeah.
新型風車開発プロジェクトの特別講義が今日からだったのよ。
Nice. The ones that she projected, created, and...
ああ例の
Are you taking the class, Akari?
ええ
Only a limited number of students could get in. It was very competitive, but not surprising that Akari got in. Yeah.
あまねちゃんも偉くなったもんね。
あんたはいつまでも偉そうだな
So true. I heard about the petition, Akari. Thanks for a lot of your help. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
礼を言われるほどのことでもないわ。私は私の信念に基づいて行動しているだけだから。あれだけの実績を残した部がなくなるなんて、慶風学園にとって損失以外の何者でもありませんからね。
She's lovely. Kotori seemed proud of what Akari was saying. She had received a lot of compliments today and was starting to get cocky. I feel like chopped to the head will work.
じゃあ、あまねちゃん顧問続けてよ。また一緒に飛びたい。
それはごめんだ
Amane spoke bluntly and laughed. Kotori frowned. What?
なんでよ。
もう飛ぶのはゴリゴリだ
Oh, come on.
それに私も一応大人だから責任は取らないといけない
And that's why you don't want to be an advisor. Okay, makes sense. Amane was the one who took responsibility for Kotori's accident. Oh. Basically, the soaring club was losing its representative. It was unfortunate, but probably for the best. This would take away all of her responsibility for the glider.
寂しい。
We need to find a new person, I guess.
でも君たちが飛び続けるなら時々覗かせてもらうつもりだ
Hmm.
君たちと何かするのは楽しいからな
Yeah? Amane's honesty shocked us. Akari actually seemed a bit jealous of us. Akari wanna join? I mean, Akari, I mean, the club is still open for new members.
さようなら先輩。またね望月先生。
Bye bye.
ただいま。
We headed directly back to the dorm after school.
わわ
ただいまハット。今おやつあげるからね。
か
In before, by the way, like the after credits is 5 hours long. Kotori headed off to the dining hall to get hot food. Seems like we're the first ones back. Even though we were on suspension for a while, the students in my dorm tend to take the long way home or have clubs. Usually no one is around at this time. Fair enough. Returned to my room, I put down my bag and started changing out of my school uniform. Ah, it sure is hot for September. I guess I'll change my t-shirt. No peeping. Huh? All of a sudden, Kotori was peeking through my slightly open door. Oi! When did you become a peeping Tom?
いいじゃないちょっとくらい。
If everyone allowed this, Japan would become a perverse paradise.
部活がないと暇ね。
Saying this, Kotori begins poking through my bookshelf. That's because we pretty much spent every free minute in the club this year. I didn't realize how busy it kept us until it was suddenly gone. But busy, sure, but it was so very fulfilling. As we talked, I decided to just change my t-shirt. What? Kotori was looking at my naked upper body.
いや、なんか前よりムキムキになってない？
Huh? Have I? I wasn't sure how to respond, but I couldn't help but be a little happy, I guess. Actually, while I've been suspended from school, I started cycling again, so...
そうなの？
Yeah, I mean, that day I chased after you, I really overdid it, for my knee started hurting again. Heh. Kotori began to look extremely worried. I took a spell and got it checked out. They said it was nothing to worry about. They said as long as I didn't overdo it, it'd be alright for me to ride. I'd be fine as long as I didn't race, they said. And maybe didn't chase after a woman driving in a car. Since I haven't been getting much exercise, I started going out on little excursions.
へえ。
There is really nothing else to do. The school is still deciding what to do about the soaring club, and the winch is still being repaired. All we can do is wait. Letting out a sigh that said nothing about her feelings, Kotori stared at the bicycle in the corner of my room. How was home?
まあまあかな。
I still hadn't heard the details of her time home. Kotori only came back late last night. This was the first time we were together since then. How's your mother doing?
もうすっかり元気。倒れたって聞いた時はびっくりしたけど、うちのお母さん大げさなところあるから。私の顔見た1時間後にはキッチンに立ってご飯作ってたわよ。まったく人の気も知らないでさ。
Is the mother Kotori had decided to quit school and go home for? Well, that's just because she worries about you, right? Did you talk to her about the glider?
全部話したわ。そしたら、また倒れそうになってた。
Sheesh.
でもまあ、お父さんもひばり姉も加勢してくれて、なんとか納得してくれたような、そうでもないような。
Maybe.
もうちょいかかるかな。
Considering how she sounds, I doubt she'll be so easily persuaded. The only thing to do is to keep being persistent. And they're going to let you stay here.
そこはバッチリ。何せお父さんがそうした方がいいって言ってくれたから。
Wow. Hard to believe he'd say that after how much he wanted to take her back home.
モーニンググローリーの奇跡のような光景を見て、きっと心が洗われたのね。
She was completely serious. I guess that could be the case. That view would bring out excitement in some people from deep down within. But in this situation, witnessing your daughter reach a goal would be the bigger thing, I think.
その代わり、私が定期的に帰省することと、お父さんたちが時々こっちに遊びに来ることになったから。
Okay. Really? Well, that's good. Especially since you're not that far of a drive away.
それと、お父さんがね、葵のことを褒めてた。
Nani? About me? She nodded.
彼はなかなか見どころのある若者だって。
What's kind of embarrassing? What do you mean? What? He was saying what's a promising young fella. Oh, it's her saying that for sure. He was saying what a promising young fellow you were.
お母さんも会ってみたいって言ってたから、今度連れてきてもいい？
I mean, sure, yeah.
きっと気に入ると思うわ。葵、背が高くてかっこいいから。
I'm going to meet her mother. Oh boy, the stress. Even if I know it's just a simple meeting, it still makes me nervous.
この間、この自転車に乗ってる葵、初めて見たけど。超かっこよかった。しびれるくらい、私の王子様って感じ。また好きになっちゃったわ。
Let's go! That's cool. That's awesome. She turned red and started to look nervous.
あんまりかっこいいから、この間なんて夢に見ちゃったくらいよ。
Really? What kind of dream?
いや、それは内緒です。
Yeah. What? You won't tell me?
ダメ、企業秘密。
What company? Kotori came closer and gazed at me.
こんなかっこいい男の子が私の彼氏だなんてまだ信じられないわ。何かの手違いじゃないかしら。
What do you mean mistake? Do you still think I don't care about you?
じゃあ会えない間に私の夢見た？見てないんだ。やっぱり好きじゃないんだ。
I did, of course I did! Come on!
じゃあなんで即答できないわけ？別に私に恋焦がれてなかったんでしょ？
That's... After her saying she couldn't say anything because of it being a company secret, perhaps I got a little stubborn myself. However, Kotori looked at me with teary eyes.
本当に見た？
I did. Really.
どんな夢？
Well, it was, I kneeled down and looked Kotori in the eyes. And I kissed her. This kind of dream.
それだけ？
Are you saying you don't know what happened?
わかんないよ。
I brought her body close to mine.
葵。
Kotori hugged me back. You win! You win! When I met you in my dream, this is what you did, just as strong as you are right now.
嬉しくて死にそう。
So, kissing, cuddling, nice. What about your dream?
私も同じ。夢の中でもこんな感じ。幸せで死にそうだったわ。
This isn't a dream. I'm here.
私もいる。
I'm really happy.
私も幸せ。うわあ、好きすぎてどうにかなっちゃいそう。
Kotori, whatever happens, I'll still love you. You don't have to worry.
ずっと好きでいてくれる？
Of course I will.
私も。
Kotori! All of our emotions flew through our kiss.
葵、大好き。
Hatto cheerfully pecked around in the garden grass.
ハットー、行くよー。それ。
She began to spray water from the hose at the duck.
気持ちよさそう。
When Kotori had finished, Hatto waddled over next to the hair. I sat down as well. At that moment, we both looked up to see the clouds slowly drifting across the blue sky. I want to fly! Whenever I look up to the sky, I get that feeling. Especially when I'm with Kotori.
ねえ、葵。あの時、迎えに来てくれてありがとう。
No problem.
サイに気づいてくれないんじゃないかって思ってた。
She was talking about the SOS she had sent, the plain, nondescript paper airplane. I mean, I didn't get it at first, but I remember the first time we met.
本当はあんなサイン出すつもりなかったんだけど、気がついたら紙飛行機を折ってお姉ちゃんに渡してた。
Kotori asked me to help her was basically her choosing flying over her family. That is not something she could have done. Instead, she put her feelings into the paper airplane and had me to go to her.
葵が気づいてくれたおかげでモーニンググローリーを飛ぶことができた。もし葵がいなかったら私は今ここにいないだろうし、多分空を見上げることももうできなくなってたと思う。
Why? That's the one thing that she said she could do.
きっと高い高い空を見上げるたびに飛べない自分を思い知らされてたと思うの。そうしてそのうち見上げることもやめてしまってたと思う。でももう私は飛んだし自分は飛べるんだって知ってる。他の普通の人たちよりも少しだけ大変かもしれないけどね。
I took back my future. Or more like you took your future. At some point, Kotori had begun looking straight up at the apex of the sky. I felt like Kotori was always looking up higher than I was. Noticing her doing this, I set my eyes at the same spot hers were looking at. I had to be thankful for Kotori as well.
それでね、実はね。
Kotori was suddenly mumbling.
一つお話ししなきゃいけないことがあるの。
The tiny look on her face caused me to brace myself. Oh boy. Did something happen while you were at home? Something had happened. Oh boy.
なんかね、見つかったらしいの。
Huh? Found what?
手術できる病院が。
Oh. Huh? At first I didn't know what she was talking about. But then, when I realized a month later, I could barely believe it. By surgery, you mean... I looked down Kotori's legs. She nodded. She then stretched out an arm towards me. I took her hand in my own. It was trembling slightly. Are you scared? I mean, of course she would be. Come on. Kotori nodded.
もしダメだったら確率 0% になっちゃうもん。
Losing the possibility of recovery was the same as losing all hope. It would be better to have that hope, even if it wasn't real. It's okay. I'll be there with you. Nothing will change, even if it's not a success. But Kotori shook her head.
無理よ。
Huh? Why?
アメリカだから。
Let's go! Huh?
手術を受けるにはアメリカに行かなきゃいけないの。
I see. Not really the best country to have some kind of procedure to be honest. Unless you are rich as heck, I guess. For a moment, I thought about going with her.
怖いけど頑張ってくるね。
I wanna go. Her tone was anxious as she gazed at me with tear-filled eyes.
私やっぱり葵と手をつないでデートしたいから。
I was shocked to hear this news. Shocked to the point of trembling, but I concealed my feelings and held Kotori's shaking hand. Alright. However, the surgery would not be performed right away. Kotori's situation was urgent, and since he was a famous doctor, there was a waiting list. In the meantime, Kotori got her passport and school leave sorted out. She went to America 2 months later. Dude, you tell me of waiting list. I expected like, I don't know, 5 years and 2 months. 2 months is the amount you wait for the passport in Poland. Was it 2 months? I think I waited a month, but whatever. The surgery was a success. Let's go! The feeling had returned to Kotori's legs. Yay! Knowing the chance of success, it was nothing short of a miracle. Let's go. However, the real change was only just beginning. Yeah, like getting back into walking and so on makes sense, yeah. After returning home, she began her days of grueling rehabilitation. Once again, she was feeling the pains of not being able to do things she couldn't once done. However, Kotori Habane is not the sort to give up that easily. After months of rehabilitation, she was able to stand herself up on crutches. During that time, we became seniors and the new freshmen started Keifu. Then, just around time when summer was about to start... Today is my first flight in a long time! When I arrived at the runway, someone was already waiting there. Standing there on crutches, she looked more like an adult than a girl. What a weird statement. After a sudden wind blew her long hair, she tucked in behind her ears. She looked completely natural. But her eyes were just like that of a child. An impatient look twinkled in her eyes as she gazed at the far-reaching horizon. I want to fly right now, man. I had it in my head as real as day. Oh, you're already here.
コンディションを見ておこうと思って。
Seems pretty good.
気持ちのいい風が吹いてきたわ。いいサーマルも出てそうだし、絶好のフライト日和ね。
Yeah. The end of summer is the one time of the year when vertical drafts are most likely to occur. A clear day like today really is the best for flying. You're going to fly today, right?
1年どもに空を飛ぶことの何たるかを教えてやらないといけないからね。
Ah, quit it with the sappy talk. It's annoying.
嘘、なんでよ。
Well, you know, there is just aren't many people like you who say that they love the sky.
最近の若いもんは
3 years younger than us, and you sure can feel the generation gap.
私らも年取ったわね。
What am I supposed to say? It was a joke, but it had been 2 years since we first met. So many things happened during that time. Too many things. It's impossible to believe all those things happened in only 2 years.
後輩らにもちゃんと教えてあげなくちゃ。私らが空に憧れたような熱い気持ちをさ。
Yeah, that's right. The dream handed down from Habane. We spent that entire year with one goal on our mind, and yet it was completely replaceable year. One of the dreams had been realized. However, the sky still went on higher and higher without end. Oh, by the way, Amanda said she'd come by today to watch.
本当に？よーし、いいとこ見せなくっちゃ。
The grass waved as the wind cut through the runway. The wind blowing over the lake was one unique to Kazagaura. Our wings give us the power to fly.
ランウェイイズクリア。ウィンチ準備完了。
Preparations are all done here.
よーし、行くわよ、小鳥。いいわよ、あげて。
We were flying. We spread out our white wings and flew towards anywhere underneath the vast blue sky. I totally I'm dumb. Complete Kotori route. Complete the game for the first time. Achievements. 2 achievements. Let's go. Cool Alul. The fact that the achievements is called that. Let's go. Cool Alul. Love it. Love it. Oh, what a game, man. What a game. I should have played this ages ago. You know, I'm gonna give it a huge praise right now. I know we haven't covered all the routes, right, and so on, right? But just by going through, like, what I assume is basically considered like the main thing, basically. So Kotori route, basically. I would say if I played this as a first visual novel, it would get me hooked up on the genre, just like basically Narkizu did. Yeah, I think that's a high praise overall. But I believe it would be like that. What a gem, man. What a gem. A Sky Full of Stars was great, but I think this one is... Dude, right now I feel like even more I want to play the rest of the games from my novel, which we will. I have all of them. One of you asked if at some point if I were to, you know, basically cover more novel games. So yeah, we'll play all of them. Yeah. Wow. That was a great story, man. I'm speaking about great story and so on. We will be still playing other routes, don't worry. However, we'll be obviously skipping the parts we've seen. Just as per usual. As per usual. So I guess next time we are sending to Ageha's route? Yeah, I think we'll do it like that. Technically, you could say... You know what? Out of all the 5 routes in this main game, I feel like I was looking forward to two of them, kind of. Like Kotori, obviously, after meeting her and so on, and Amane for sure from the very beginning after we met her. I don't know about the other three routes, but we'll still have a look at those, obviously. And afterwards, I guess it will be time to maybe sit up to Fly's diary. Well, we'll see. We will see. We will see. For now, for no more speaking, we'll do like maybe a lot of speaking at the very end of our journey with this installment. Kotori's route, absolute banger again. And yeah, I'm saying this as I said. If I played this in place of Narkizu when this crazy ass YouTube started, by the time in my channel, then I think I would be hooked up as well. The game was released in 2013. I started YouTube in 14, right? So yeah, absolutely amazing. Loved it. I think I can basically conclude it with that. I absolutely loved this route. Anywho, let's end it. Consider liking the video, subscribing, always very much appreciated. I will actually need to put this last 15 minutes together with the previous like 2.5 hours, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, 2 hours 40 minutes. This will be a 3 hours long video basically, thanks to that. Because I thought maybe we'll be meeting parents and so on, but I guess not, which is fine. But I would not complain if we did have to. Technically, we meet the father of Kotori. We did not meet the mother of her. But, you know, still absolutely amazing. I had way too much fun with this. I had also the angry moments, but it was aimed towards, you know, Shityoka, obviously. For obvious reasons. I'm glad I didn't have that exactly towards... towards any of the characters that are, you know, around us. Yeah. Alright, I need to stop speaking. We'll talk about it maybe a little more when we are finished with the full game. For now, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. I already said all of that, didn't I? Okay. Listen. I think this game in general also might get you into, you know, interest of flying glider and so on. If you have this feeling, why not try to giving it a go? Yeah. Or, you know, learn a little bit about it first, like proper sources and so on. And then maybe try to find a club. Go and try flying. I bet it's a lot of fun. Yeah. With that message, I'll end the episode. And maybe, I don't know if we'll do it tomorrow, or maybe I'll play something else, super short, something else, and then we'll come back to next route. I have yet to decide that. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end it, because I don't really even know what to say anymore. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye!